Hello, everyone. That was weird. That was a weird sound
Mm.
to make. Sometimes I
Wanna try that
don't know
again?
what sound I'm going to make before it starts. Let's take it from the top. One
Take
more.
it from yep.
Welcome to Impossible Landscapes.
Wow.
I'm your that was worse. I'm your handler, Doc Rimbo. I use she, he, and they pronouns. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to the season 2/chapter 2 of Impossible Landscapes finale of Impossible Landscapes and Impossible Landscapes. I'm going to keep saying that over and over
Are the
until it stops
landscapes
sounding
possible?
weird. Impossible. Welcome to Vistas de la Imposible. Um, I'm Doc
I
Grimbo.
like it.
Y'all, can you tell I'm overwhelmed? I have a lot on my mind for this finale, and a lot's going to happen. Guaranteed. Uh, that's enough of that. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Epidemic Sound. They do music, speaking of which, and sound effects. But let's get some music popping here, and then we can start to meet our guest. We also are sponsored by Soul Muppet Publishing, who just released their new expansion for Orbital Blues. No, it's a Kickstarter. They're doing their Kickstarter, so you can go there and support that. Hoop, do we got any other sponsors? Hey, Hoop. We're Impossible Landscapes. No, dang it. We're Lost Caravan, and that's who. Thank you all for tuning in. Buckle up and put on your ponchos. The first few rows will get wet. Yeah, let's go around. We will talk to our agents. As you can see, our friend Liv can't be with us. It was a tragic cow bummer that she could not join us for the last few episodes of the season, but that was her work life, and that was reality. She will be back next season for season 3. And we are excited about that. So, Liv, wherever you are, we love you. I hope you get a chance to watch this and find out what happens at the end of our agent's escape from the Dorchester house and from the night world. Let us talk to the man with the mustache in full Maltese cosplay. Hey, Sunday
Cos-
Sauce, how you doing?
Cosplay. Fuck you.
Cosplay. This is just how I
this
look.
character's been a self-insert the whole time.
Explains so much.
No, hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Extended. I really just want to go for Joycey through this whole introduction. I'm playing Maltese, Agent Maltese. He's a good guy. He's a firefighter. He's fighting to get back to his boys. He's fighting to get back to his family. You know, loves his family. Loves fighting fires. Loves hanging out with the boys. He loves Sunday sauce with his family. It's very important tradition. You know that it's an important part. And I had to put some color in my blonde as hell mustache so you can actually notice it on stream today. So you better appreciate that.
I mean, listen, there's a big reaction in chat already.
Oh yeah, there's a "what is that on your face?" Which I will
No,
tell you. I
it's
will let
more
you know.
sexual in nature.
I didn't shave all of November. One, because no shave November. Two, so I could pull this off at the end.
It's so good.
You're welcome.
It's fantastic. You look
you.
like you either want to put out a fire or sell me a used car, and
why not both?
Whew.
I'll sell you used fire.
Let's keep
Turk?
moving. Oh, Turk,
can you just promise me there's one? Just promise me. I just need one. That there's gonna be one. It's whacking time before this season's over.
I'm gonna try. The thing is, I walked in here and I lost my whacking stick. I lost
your
the
whacking
irons.
stick is MIA. Yeah.
I need to manifest the whacking stick.
I got a bat.
I was gonna say, you need to get the bat back.
For whacking.
Yeah.
In case you want to start doing murders and just start tearing this place up. Please don't. I mean, there's a plot to think about, but yeah. Turk, tell us about Maltese. Just a general, what he looks like. You said he's a firefighter. He's got boys, you know. But then also, I want to hear what game you want to play next to cleanse your palate from Delta Green, as this is our last episode for at least 2 or 3 months.
Cleanse my palate? Oh.
Yeah. What game? Why don't you think about it, and we'll come back to you, because I sort of sprung that on you.
I'm ready. Don't get me wrong. I just, I'm offensive by the question. No. Okay. Check it out. Maltese, of course, is a pretty strong boy. Kind of that short-cropped but still pulled back hair. Not like the English footballer buzz on the sides, but it's all kind of just
not too close.
Yeah. It's not too close, but like maybe
2 inches.
Maybe like a 2 on the on the sides and maybe with 3 on top. Just
Sure.
he likes to slick it back.
His cousin Jean is a hairdresser. She uses it
I
too.
mean, yeah, you got she's great, but usually smiling, having a good time. He's been very serious since he was stuck in the loony bin of
He's
a
been
different
quiet
world.
too. What's going on in his head?
He's been mission focused. He wants to get out of here.
Got it.
And it seems like everyone else is like losing their shit.
Mhm.
And he's like, hey, usually he's jokey guy, but now he's business guy. Now he's seeing a house on fire. It's just, you can't see the flames.
I will say this, in preparation for tonight, I did make a note for myself of everybody's sanity and where they are. And Maltese, he's up there. He's up almost the most sane.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you can guess who beat him.
Well,
But-
it's gonna, yeah. Well, it's
But,
it's Miss. I close my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Miss Marco Polo over there.
Mm.
That's a pull-out game.
What's your game? What's your palette game?
Game that I would love to play that is just super fun. Raccoon Sky Pirates. Real fun
Excellent.
game.
We used to carry that game at the store where I work.
Oh, it's just real fun.
Sweet. Well, thank you. I can't wait to see how this chapter ends for Maple. One way or
I
the other.
mean, I'm excited about Maple too, but what about Maltese?
No, just Maple.
Oh, okay, I got you. No, wait,
They're all MA names. I hate it. Colin, your character. You are playing Agent John McClane.
Yep.
Your video feed is a little bit choppy.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a little choppy for you, just so you know. But we can still hear you, okay? So I will do an intro, and then you can fix it or whatever.
Is my video feed better now?
No.
No. Well, okay.
No.
Fix it in post or whatever they say.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. Fuck it. Magnolia? Give us a look into Magnolia. You can do the glasses thing in a second.
Okay.
And let's go through Magnolia's head. A little bit, and then what's your palette cleanser game?
Yeah.
That you're going to look into
So,
between
yeah.
seasons.
Hey, what's up? I am Colin, who is a completely different person. Thank God.
Colin is you.
Colin is I. I am Colin. Colin is I. But who's a completely different person from Bradley Ethan Barnes III, codename Magnolia. I was like really close to the chest about the his real name in the beginning, but now everybody fucking knows it. So
Yeah.
Bradley Ethan Barnes III, from we may as well just tell you now from Biloxi, Mississippi. For those of you who hadn't caught, that's where the name Magnolia comes from. It's the state flower of Mississippi. The Magnolia, it's the Magnolia State, folks. Now, as for what's going through his head, I suppose we should just ask him. So.
Uh-oh. Who's this? Who's the in-between guy?
Oh, this?
Yeah. John
Hey, I'm
McClane.
Jeff.
Dying hard. Okay.
Oh, this is Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What am I? Do I cease to exist the moment he puts on it? Yes, he does. Hi. I'm Bradley Ethan Barnes III, Biloxi, Mississippi. Yes, sir. And as for what's going through my head right now, well, as you can see, my head is very wet. I have broken a sweat from the murder. And now I had a count I was trying to get to. I was trying to reach a century of killings on my record now. I've hit 98 last episode, and feeling really good about getting to that big triple digits this episode, getting to 100. Yes, sir. It's a very special day. Yeah, I think every soldier knows this day is going to come one day, and I just, more than anything, Justin, I just wish that my peepaw could be here to see me now on this.
Maybe he is.
This proud day. Maybe he's watching. Wherever you are, peepaw, this one's for you.
And also, it's worth saying, to all of our agents, we'll get to that in a second. Palette cleanser game.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know anything about these
Bradley.
I don't know anything about the things that you do, so let me ask Colin. He probably knows. Oh my God, what am I? So, so mine, I have two really, really, really quick. So one, I just wanted to do a pitch really quick that the final game from Andrews McMeel Publishing just came out. Their games department, which is Fever Nights, was just released, which is like JRPG, like Super Nintendo like Final Fantasy game in CTRPG form, and it was partially written by my writing partner and my best friend Anna Goldberg, who was fantastic. She was one of the quest writers along with Gabe Hicks. So if you don't know, Gabe James Games is also fantastic. Justin, you were in a game with Gabe a long time ago.
Yeah, I was in his Zweihander game that he ran.
In the Zweihander game, yeah. So this is based on Zweihander. This just came out and it's fucking killer. I just got it in the mail today. I want everyone to read it. But for my palate cleanser game, I mean, I'm gonna probably play that one. But the one I always recommend to people that I just never see enough love for this game, is Comrades, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse game where you play as leftist revolutionaries. Like one of the basic moves is to one of the basic moves, so we're talking like in Monster of the Week terms, this is like act under pressure. In Comrades, it's like start a labor strike. like agitate workers is like a basic move. It's really good. I was getting a campaign of this game together back in February. I was all set to play it, and then I got a full-time job and I never got to do it. So in the off season, I'd like to go back to that and revisit that, because we made a whole world and it was really cool and we never got to do it. So I want to pick us up.
I'd love to try
It's
that
hard to find, but look at it. It's Comrades by W.M. Akers is the.
I'm writing it down.
The name of it. It's a brilliant game.
Fantastic.
Okay, and that I have to take out
now
Brad
Bradley.
again, so yeah, I'll see you guys at the end though. I love you all. This has been super fun. I'll see you at the end, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Am I gonna die? Is this how I die? Yeah. That's confusing, huh?
It's very funny to me. Oh, Colin makes me laugh so much. All right, let's go directly below you to the sanest person in the membrane. Jana Cyberella draws as Maple, who is currently 3 points saner than Maltese is.
Oh, dang. Still saw the yellow sign, so it doesn't matter in the end. Anyway, hi. Yeah, I'm playing Agent Maple. She is doing all right, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, she's more cigarette than person at this point, so that's fine, right?
She is 98% cigarette. And,
exactly.
Just like the human body is made up of that high percentage of water, it's just carcinogens keeping it upright.
It's all nicotine and ash at this point.
Yeah.
Keeping this all going.
She feels like she's past the tipping point, both in terms of smoking cigarettes and in the King in Yellow. It's well, let's go. She's
hey,
barrels
I've been smoking cigarettes. I'm 83 years old. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was a teenager. I haven't died yet. Fuck you, King in Yellow. I'm coming for you, bitch.
Oh boy. Yes, that's the attitude I want. That's the attitude I'm after. That's terrific. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Maple. Got it. Great. What is your game that you want to play that isn't Delta Green next? What's on the list?
I'm not picky because I'm a perpetual player at all times.
Have you ever DM'd or GM'd?
Yeah, actually, I GM'd for a full year of Pathfinder 1 Kingmaker, which was maybe a terrible idea for my first time ever.
I've never GM'd Pathfinder. I'm terrified of it. And
it was ambitious.
James is in chat. He knows that it's an impossible system and nobody should play it.
It is, yeah. Well, but yeah, no, I'm up for anything. I guess my only thing to put here is for the powers of be that actually decide what we end up playing. Just keep in mind that I'm gonna draw what's gonna happen. So whatever you want to set me into, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Hell yeah. I'm channeling my Brendan Lee Mulligan. Hell yeah. Really good. Thank you, Jana. I cannot wait to see what becomes of Maple in tonight's episode. Being very vague and ominous because that's my job. I only have to do it for one more episode. Let us go next to you to the cell in yellow and see Lonnie. Hi, Lonnie.
Hi.
We were just talking before we went live how Mayday is, and also Tommy to an extent, but Thelma is very cinnamon roll within this group, as she is innocent, she's the rookie, and is but also is just a nice person and is the one I feel worst about corrupting entirely, if that makes you feel any better.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But she did already commit her first murder now, so
she didn't. She did. She murdered. She murdered a dog table.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
call it a table.
For those of you who missed it last week, Dr. Dallen's rock collection display looks the same after dark, but it is a living, breathing thing. And if you hit it with a baseball bat, it whines like a dog and runs around the room before dying. And it's not great. What else is going on with our little murder machine, Thelma? Is she just like, whoa, what, like, just keep on going?
Well, at this point, so I know it doesn't count on the night floors, but at this point, she has reached a breaking point. So even if she isn't like actually mentally changed, just her demeanor has changed at this point because she's kind of realized that all hell is broken loose.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna see just her fighting for her life for the rest of this.
Yeah. Now
Just whatever she's got to do.
In the system, in the Delta Green system, there are mechanics in place for sanity, and sometimes like we want to push to like for that sanity loss to come out sooner, but it definitely feels that way. Like she is past her breaking point, and I can't wait to see how it manifests and changes her moving forward.
Me either.
Excellent. And finally reprising their role as Agent Anglerfish, aka Dr. Aaron Maynard, our friend Sam. Sam, I dragged you into this for the final 2 episodes. Was I unfair?
Yeah, you said 1.
I did, and then I demanded 2.
What the hell is this? Yeah, God.
I'm an eldritch being of chaos. I do whatever I want. I pull you in for 2 episodes.
God.
I mean, we know
that I
that
like these people.
Dr. Maynard has drunk the Kool-Aid, so to speak. She's got big margin energy. Shout out to Liv. She's got big margin energy, and that, like, she saw the sign and she was like a joiner. She was an early adopter.
Opened up her eyes.
In terms of the group insanity levels and sanity, my girl is at the bottom. Like, she is the most insane, mechanically speaking, more than Magnolia, which is nuts. Anyway,
Fine.
you're fine.
It's fine.
You're fine. And is she just excited to settle in to see a show?
Yeah.
Like-
Well, she is holding Glasses Man. Shoot.
Glasses Man, yeah.
His hand, because this
Tim's?
might be a scary play.
She's holding whose hand? Tim?
Magnolia.
Or Magnolia. Oh,
Magnolia.
she's holding Magnolia's hand. Got
But
it.
it's sticky with blood.
Sticky with blood. Got it. Yeah, because of the
Yeah.
murders.
Because I will have y'all know, Agent Anglerfish has never killed anyone ever, even though she's most insane, allegedly. Because we should always talk out our problems.
Yeah.
And there is a better way. We don't have to kill people. We could just make them our friends.
This is so hard for me because my sane mind in the real world says, yeah, we can resolve almost all problems through communication and healthy boundaries and stuff like that. But also she went into this with that impression, and now she's like going to be the lead consultant for the King in Yellow.
I just realized that you know what you're saying about making friends and everything like that through talking, but through violence. Magnolia made Dr. friend-shaped.
That's true.
He's not friend-shaped now because
Friend-shaped now.
He's headless.
Wait.
Now, Sam, I'm going to ask you for your game. Did I miss anyone? Lonnie, did I ask you what game you want to play? Can you share it now?
Rude.
I didn't mean to leave you out. Can you share it?
It's okay. So if it's what game I want to run next, then that would have to be Goblin Errands. Because
I love
I
Goblin
have
Errands.
literally been searching for this game for so long.
So that game in my store. Yeah.
If you want to play, I will make sure. I will.
Yes, I do. Yes.
But if it's a game that I'm putting out into the universe to be like, somebody play this, run this, and I will be a player. I've never actually played like Blades in the Dark, Blades in the Dark. It's always a plugin. Or there was one time I was
Cool.
on a Christmas episode, and the person who ran it didn't include a single ghost, even though I chose like I think it was called the Whisper playbook, which literally talks to ghosts. So I didn't get to do most of the things I could do.
You got
So
ghost blocked?
I got ghost blocked. So I'm just manifesting it out there. Give me ghosts. It doesn't even matter what era the ghosts are from. Just ghosts.
In a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what you just said was, I'm manifesting and putting it out there. Give me ghosts. I want ghosts. And we're talking about a game. Not actual ghosts.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't please. I live alone. Please do not
Don't get
let
Lonnie
there be ghosts in my apartment. Thank you.
Got it. Okay, back to Sam. Sam, do you have a game that you want to shout out, or that you want to play next, or that you worked on that you want to share? Up to you.
I don't want to shout out that. No, just kidding. Actually, the game I want to play next is Defiant. Because I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired of vampire and werewolf, but now I will play a better version.
Excellent. There are monsters in that game. I ran that game too.
You did.
And I'm Doc. I am your handler, and I get to do one too. I won't shut up about this if you follow me on social media. Heart, the City Beneath, by Rowan Rook and Deckard. I just want to play it so bad. I can run it. I know how to run it. I get that. I just want time with it. So maybe I'll run that in between seasons. Maybe I'll do a one shot or something. We'll see. I'll stand on the ground to get ready for spooky stuff. Okay. This is a horror game, and it contains adult content. Tonight, you are guaranteed to see the following content, which may not be your favorite. We will have clowns. We will have insanity mechanics. We will have violence. We will have supernatural and surreal horror. We will have the unexplainable. And with this script, it could go a billion different other ways as well. If those types of subjects or topics make you uncomfortable, you can always take a break, walk away, and come back. That would be terrific. And so, with that being said, let's jump into it. Deception is a right. Truth is a privilege. Innocence is a luxury. Knowledge is death. In other words, for those of us who are manifesting ghosts and wishing our peepaw was here to see this, be careful what you wish for. It may be more damaging to you than not knowing at all. At the beginning of this, well, the beginning's impossible to say. When did it begin? When will it begin? As our agents have recently learned, we're dealing with some timey-wimey bullshit. And there are forces that can affect things throughout history. So to say it began in 1995 with Operation Alice is only partly true. But MCEL in 1995, New York, did investigate the disappearance of a woman named Abigail Wright, and quickly learned that her apartment building was a vector for the forces that somehow are connected to an ancient, inscrutable entity known as the King in Yellow, who expressed themselves through art, but particularly through a play that has surfaced in multiple forms over the years. The agents in 1995 did not end up great, but they destroyed that building and collapsed it to the ground, demolished it. And 20 years later, different members of MCEL, mostly, were reactivated by someone named Agent Exeter, who they later learned was also corrupted by the King in Yellow, and were activated for a case that did not exist. But the same sort of Horrific, surreal happenings were occurring at a psychiatric facility in Boston called the Dorchester House. And the more the agents looked into it, they didn't run out of evidence. They just kept coming up with more and more. And it became clear, in the words of some of the agents, everyone's a demon, everyone's corrupted, everyone's in on this. But when they go back to the Dorchester house to close it out, I guess, they find out that they are trapped. In fact, that they have been patients at the Dorchester house for several decades for most of them. And that the life they thought was real, their spouses, family, friends, are illusions dreamt up by a depraved mind. However, there are a few patients here in the facility who, despite the fact that they are clearly insane, seem to know more than the staff and other folks. One of them, named Timothy Bale, in the night version of the Dorchester House was referred to as King Bale, a reference to his demonic nature. And King Bale, a nice guy, war veteran, said, "Yep, I can lead you out of here. But you have to follow me. You have to do exactly what I say. And when I get you back to your real world, you have to be ready for the possibility that it won't be where you want to stay. And in fact, the only direction you can go now is deeper into Carcosa, toward the King in Yellow." He seemed confident in this. But also, he's crazy. And so he led you to the administrator's office. You'd been there once during the day, but now there was a door, a big red metal door. You did a couple murders, killed a desk dog, and then you opened the door and descended a stairway that was almost identical to all of the other stairwells in the Dorchester house. Marble flooring and wide, old school steps like they used to have in schools built in the early 20th century. And he went down and down and down until finally he came to a door and led you through. But inside, there was a hallway which seemed more fitting to be in a theater than in a hospital. There were plaster masks on the walls and lush burgundy carpet. There were strange noises coming from different doors, but he kept saying, "Follow me, stay with me. If not, you'll get lost. And what happened to Michael Whitwer will happen to you." Eventually, he got to a door behind which you could hear a strange gong sounding and a raucous round of applause from an audience. He opened these double doors, and you were standing at the back of the house in what was clearly a theater. It's pitch black in the audience, but you can tell that there are people seated here. The stage is empty, except for a single spotlight and a curtain that was lowered all the way down. He leads you down the aisle. And I don't know if I mentioned this specifically. Takes you to the front row. The only open seats in the house. And ushers you in. This is something I didn't ask specifically last time, but I would like to know. We'll say Tim Bale is the one seated on the aisle. Who's sitting next to Tim?
Maple would be.
Maple? Who's sitting next to Maple?
What's the name for the maple?
Maple. Then Maltese. Who sits next to Maltese?
I'll go.
Okay.
And I know that. Oh well, I was sitting next to anglerfish, right?
You could
Yeah.
be.
Oh, you'd
So then
probably
it
be on
goes
the
Magnolia.
outside.
On the other side, yeah, on the outside.
So then it's Magnolia, Anglerfish, and it makes sense that Anglerfish and Margin, who is there, are seated together at the end. They have a lot to discuss.
Margins on the margin of the.
Yep, that's perfect. It's poetry.
Talk about the play.
A
So
few
you
times
said these are
people
the only empty seats. What's filling the
in-house.
others? Are there actual people?
You haven't looked.
Oh, okay.
Nobody has turned around to check. Would you like to?
Did we come from the back of the auditorium, or did we come like
Yeah.
straight to the? Okay, so did we
You
see?
did.
We didn't like even see backs of heads or anything when we were walking down.
Do you look? That's fun to ask as a GM. Are you sure?
I mean, I think at this point, yeah, I'd probably be curious if we're going for the front row. Like,
Yeah.
what
All
is
right.
this place? And
You're heading down the aisle, and you just sort of turn and look, and the audience members are blurs. They are strangely out of focus. Do you want to concentrate and see if you can recognize any of them?
I don't think I'd recognize any of them. I feel like I'd probably be glancing fast enough that maybe I think the reason they're blurry is because I kind of just did like a
So you just do a quick
glance
look and
over.
realize, oh, all blurry people. They look like real people, but just like, you know, it's weird. Anyone else looking? Just sort
Yeah.
of, yeah, that's my girl.
Might be
Anglerfish,
friends. Might be friends.
you see that it is just a sea of blurry faces. So you hone in on one. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Who is someone we haven't spent a lot of time with anglerfish? Who is someone that anglerfish loves and has died?
Ooh, good question. I think Anglerfish's father actually died fairly recently. Not even unknown causes, just old age, just sort of one of those things that you never think is going to happen, but you know is on the horizon. So,
And one day he was gone, but here he is, seated just a few seats down in this row. Do you make me a sanity check first? And seeing your dead father from the unnatural.
I mean, fine. Okay, God, dang it. Let me bring up my sheet.
You would all do the same thing in the
Let's
same
see.
situation if you saw somebody dead. That's a failure. I'll roll it in person. I'm gonna do some in-person rolls tonight.
Cool.
Take 3 points of sanity loss.
All right.
As seeing your father, do you do anything else, or do you keep on proceeding down with the group?
I mean, she is making this hard because I'm trying to follow my friends.
Time to choose.
Have to
Okay,
follow your heart.
go follow my heart. A heart says go tackle dad.
Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Well, not like
Union.
tackle, hug.
But reach out and hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, you run over and you reach out to touch him, and he vanishes. You lose one more point
Ouch.
of sanity, but where he was seated in this seat that you're looking at now, there is a thick puddle of red oil.
Touch it.
At that point, you reach out to touch it, and you feel Bale's hand on the back of your arm. He reaches out and grabs you, and he says, "It's Patsu, that's why we're here, come on." He pulls you toward the front.
Right.
There'll be time for that later, but we need to watch the show first. Here, sit down. He ushers you all into the seats. He says, "Everybody, sit down, and just shh. He like shushes you all. If anyone tries to say anything, you saw this last week. He just sort of shh. And once you're all seated, he turns to Maple, because that's who's next to him, and says, the exit. You can pass this down. The exit is really close, but we can't escape until the end of the show. The clown will have something we need.
All right. And she'll telephone it down the line.
Right. And all of you hear this. And then, almost as if on cue, once more, you hear that strange gong sounding. And the lights go down even lower. And the curtain begins to rise. And out from stage left walks a clown. About the size of a 6-year-old. They are dressed from head to toe in this multicolored Harlequin outfit with shiny, colorful triangles on it, and has a mask over the entirety of their face, of a clown with a white mask face and like dark slits for eyes, and the mouth are these geometric interlocking teeth. Now, for those of us watching at home, if you saw season 1, we've seen this clown before, but nobody here has.
Technically, Margin.
Clown.
I don't know if Margin saw it.
Nope. I think it was
I think it
just
was
Michael.
I was with you. Mythic was
You were with
you.
me. We were with me, but you did not see the clown.
Oh, that was at like Washington Square Park, I think, right?
Yeah.
Your past life shivers in the background.
The
Remembering.
clown reaches the center of the stage, underneath the spotlight, and without saying anything, you hear music starting. It sounds like it's live, like there's an orchestra here in the room, although you can't see one. And the clown starts to dance. Its dance is this strange, unnatural motion where it moves suddenly sometimes, and then sometimes like smooth and flowing. But it walks over back to stage left where it came from, and it reaches down, and it grabs this stick, and it pulls it out, and you see that at the end of this long stick is this long paper dragon. It's kind of like a kite that the clown starts pulling behind it as the unseen orchestra continues this looping dirge. I'd like, who is my alertness champ? Is that Magnolia?
I think so, yeah. I have a 72 in alertness. I'm pretty good at that.
Roll me an
80.
alertness check. Yeah, I'll need a roll for it for sure.
Success! 31 and under a
Excellent.
72.
Magnolia, as the clown dances, you notice that from where the audience is seated, there is this thin aerosol mist, red in color, rising up from the audience and drifting like a cloud toward the stage. And as the clown dances, he takes the dragon kite and he swipes it through the air. And as he does, it seems like any time the dragon kite moves through this cloud, it absorbs that red mist into itself.
Is that mist coming off of us as well, or just the rest of the audience members?
As you look down, it is.
Oh,
It is rising up from you like evaporating moisture or sweat, but you can see these red particles drift toward the stage, and the cloud is so thick on the stage that when the clown swipes the dragon through it, you can see that he's not just moving the dragon as a piece of choreography, he's drawing something. He's cutting through the cloud. And all of you now have seen it, so all of you recognize it when it reveals that this choreography is meant to draw the sign of the king in yellow, the yellow sign, into this cloud. But then the song continues, and the dragon keeps on drinking this red stuff, this patsu. And as the song reaches its climax, Tim Bale, Maple, and probably Maltese, you can see him literally get on the edge of his seat with some kind of energy. And the music builds and it builds and it builds and it stops, and all of the lights drop until it's pitch black in here. What do you do?
Look what Tim Bale's doing.
Can't see him.
I put my hand out to feel where he is.
He's still there, gripping the armrest.
Okay.
Violently.
I'll, having my hand on him, put my hand on Maltese next to me.
Okay.
Just to let him know to stay put.
Maltese, you feel the papery, wrinkly skin of Maple and her hand on your hand. It smells like cigarettes, even though she hasn't had one in days.
What are we doing?
You hear Tim say, "Shh." And all of a sudden, the lights go back up.
What awkward.
The audience is gone. The clown is gone. And in front of you is an empty stage with that curtain lowered again. And Tim Bale springs up and he goes, "Follow me."
I get up to go with him.
Yeah.
Are we
Starts
stage
moving
dooring
toward the
this?
stage.
Let's go.
He walks to the front of the stage. There's a small little staircase. And in the center of the stage, he climbs up onto the stage and goes toward the curtain. There's a break in the middle of the curtain. And he sort of waves you all to follow. And he goes through the opening.
You said that this was coming off of us too, right? So do we feel any different?
Yeah, do we feel weird?
Like something's been stolen? Because my first instinct was is he just
Mhm.
stealing an essence of something? Do we feel any different?
Roll me either a humint check or a power check, a POW check.
Can any of us do that, or just?
Yeah, anyone who wants to can. Here come the rolls. I love those sounds. I'll tell everyone at home what we're getting because I don't think you guys can see it.
79 over 38.
Aaron Maynard killed the humint test.
31 out of 10.
Maltese has no idea what's going on.
12 out of 50.
I got a human.
Lonnie nailed
28
it.
out of 51.
Mayday nailed it.
31
Maple
out of
killed it.
72.
Everybody except for Tommy. You do not feel notably different. Even compared to the last time you apparently had some of this removed, Magnolia, Bradley doesn't feel last time you felt a little bit more stable. Now you're just your adrenaline's pumping too hard. You don't feel violated,
Mm.
but you just knowing it is enough to know that something has been taken from you, but you're the only one who really noticed that.
Um, Sam, has Anglerfish let go of Magnolia's hand?
No, it's dark. It got dark.
Oh, well, we were getting up to move. That's why I asked.
It is like a
Nope.
kindergarten chain right now on a
Yep.
field trip. Yeah.
Okay, it's an elephant walk. All right.
Yep.
Yep. I need to know what you do next. Tim went onto the stage. If you want to go with him and for him to show you the way out, you will go through that curtain.
I'm following.
I'm
Okay.
in the chain there. I'm
I'm gonna
going.
follow, but I'm gonna be fucking lots
Grumpy about it.
wiser and look back
Okay.
as we go.
You look back, and the last thing you see as Margin and Anglerfish both go in, the last thing you notice about the ground out in the main area is that there's no liquid left. You don't see any puddles in the seats. You don't see a cloud. It just looks like an empty theater.
Shut the curtain and carry on.
You find Tim standing alone in the middle of the stage. And on stage left, Tim is looking down one of the wings, and you see that the clown is sprawled on the ground. And as he sees all of you there, Tim quickly raises his finger to his lips and points at the clown. And you notice that the clown now is even smaller. It is the size of an infant. But the dragon remains the same size, 6 feet long or so. So it looks humongous next to this baby-sized clown. And Tim starts to creep over these two figures. The dragon is so bright white, and the clown's mask is so bright white that they're almost like beacons on this dark stage. And so he starts to creep that way as quietly as he can.
The mask that the clown is wearing,
Yes.
is it so smooth?
Roll me a smoothness check.
Okay.
Guess that would be charisma.
I suppose, yeah. That's something I'm so good at, by the way. I'm like the best at charisma. Yeah, okay, so I failed. I failed that one because I'm bad at charisma, you see.
Hard to tell
Mm.
how smooth it is. But Tim's making his way over there, and you're all like standing in the middle of this empty stage with that one spotlight overhead. He finally gets over there and looks up at you. And he reaches out to the dowel, to the stick that the clown is holding. And slowly and surgically, he like slides it out of the clown's grip. And the clown like moves a bit, and Tim like freezes. And then the clown like settles back down, and he takes the dragon and lifts it up so it's not dragging, and carries it back out onto the stage and puts it down in the middle of you. He even moves like a little bit further away from the clown towards stage right. And he finds this place. The dragon is so intricately folded. It looks like a super advanced origami sculpture, but impossible at the size of it, because it looks like it's all one piece. But he takes a place where these folds are, and he just, as quietly as he can, just rips it open. And then slowly, almost as if it was perforated. He moves down the center of the belly of this dragon and just rips a little at a time. Rip, rip, rip. And he reaches inside and he pulls out something that's about this big. It's a glass tube. It almost looks like one of those tubes that you use in the bank drive-through, the vacuum tubes. It's like sort of like that, but it's finer. It's glass. It's not dirty plastic. It's like a thick thing, and you can all see that it's filled with the deep red oil. And Tim sort of stands up and he's breathing a little bit faster. He's just worked up and he unscrews the lid of this jar, looks at it, and looks at all of you. He says, remember, the Patsu is the way out. And he drinks it. And you watch him take this thermos-sized tube and tip it back, and you watch the red, oily liquid disappear down his throat. You don't watch it in his throat, but you watch him just drink it. And he closes the lid, and you all watch as the tube begins to refill with oil. So everyone make me a sanity check.
Yep.
Do we have to? You should
26
do
or 61.
stuff.
Oh, it's a big failure for the kid.
I don't see any crits. That's good news. But anybody who succeeded, you're fine. Anybody who failed, you take 1 point of sanity loss. At watching this liquid just magically reappear. And Tim takes it, and he's got Kool-Aid mustache, stains on his lips.
I was about to say, with it refilling, it's like Kool-Aid at a barbecue. Just keeps refilling.
It is. And he turns and he hands it to Margin. And without hesitation, she takes it and she drinks it.
Sounds like March.
And then you hear something. There's movement coming from stage left. And the clown is starting to put its arms underneath it and to push itself up. But something has changed. And that whole wing of the stage is skewed. It is not the same in terms of dimensions that it was a moment ago. Now it seems like the clown is impossibly far away. And as it stands up, somehow, and you can't explain how, it gets taller. And by the time it stands up, it's 4 feet tall. And it turns and it looks at all of you. And Tim Bale looks at you and he says, remember, the Patsu is, and he vanishes. One more sanity check. It's like a camera trick from a movie where he was there one moment and then just whew, he's gone.
What do you get for critting a sanity check?
Critical success or critical
Critical
failure?
success.
Yeah, critical success.
Critical success, you take none. You take no loss.
Effie.
Anybody who failed, let's roll once for all of you. 3 points of sanity loss.
Stop
Oh,
it.
Ouch.
And if you hit your breaking point, which is a possibility for some folks, make sure you just make a note that you've hit it. There's no
I'm
need
one
to-
above it.
Got it. So you'll be fine. And then all of you watch as Margin looks around. She's still holding this jar, and it refills. And Margin sort of like looks at it for a moment. She turns and she holds it out to Mayday. What do you do?
Is she still in front of me?
She is.
Okay. I'm gonna look at her for a second.
A second is all you have.
And then, like, in that quizzical way, and then realize that that's probably what I have to do. Kind of like raise it up a little bit, kind of like a
You
cheers.
take it and you like lift it up, and Margin vanishes. And then, what's everyone else doing as Mayday stands there with the tube?
What's that clown doing?
Yeah, I'm worried about the clown.
The clown has begun to dance.
Oh, he chill like that.
Yeah. He starts to dance again in those strange, erratic movements. And this dance starts to bring the clown in your direction.
Oh,
But
no.
now it is 6 feet tall. Mayday, what do you do?
Well,
I don't
I
like that music.
drink it and hand it to the next person.
I like this music.
If it's getting bigger and coming towards us and we disappear if we drink this thing, then I'm drinking it and passing it to the next person as quickly as possible.
Okay. You take the bottle from Margin, you watch her disappear, and you notice that everyone's attention is turned toward the wing where the clown has started this dance again. And so you take it and it's already open. You go to pour it down your mouth, down your throat. And the first thing that I'm going to need you to do is to make me a luck roll.
Uh-huh.
I need to know what it tastes like.
Uh,
I have to know what it tastes like.
Tastes like
95%. 95%.
That's
Oh my
Sunday
goodness.
sauce.
Oh my goodness. Oh. You go to
Hero point.
drink this thing, and you now realize that the liquid inside is rising and falling as if it's breathing. And so you sort of look at it and you're like, okay, and you drink it.
Is it bad that the first thing I thought about was one of those like baby doll bottles where you're supposed to like pour the milk and then it all like disappears and like drains out even though nothing's actually
It
coming
kind
out
of
of it?
has that energy to it.
And you're just like, where did it go?
Like, this is
How did that
impossible.
happen?
How can my baby doll drink this? Because that's insane. The clown is dancing and moving closer to you, but hasn't reached you yet. And so you drink and you try to time it right, but by the time you get it up to your lips, it's gone. We are now in initiative order. I would like, first of all, to say that I don't think we've done initiative order much. I think we did it at the Samagina house. There might have been some other places, but really we haven't dealt with it much. In Delta Green, the player with the highest dexterity score goes first, and then you just go down the line. Okay? I'm interested in knowing who you think the agent with the highest dexterity is without looking at the sheets.
Bucky.
Can I go with
think it's
Mayday?
Gonna go with Mayday?
Is it me, Jesus?
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, I
I think
hope
it's
it's Maltese trying to escape
it's
fires
Maltese.
and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's Maltese.
You'd be correct. Maltese is the most dexterous in the group. with a 14. And so, Maltese, you are up first. You saw Mayday try to drink this stuff and fail, and it's becoming quickly apparent that this clown is starting to move in your direction.
Right. What I'd like to do is this is like immediate like danger assessment mode thing. Can I look back to the opposite side of the stage? Like across stage, is there room to run here, or are we gonna have to like Bowser minigame this?
You look so opposite side of the stage. You look over there, and as you look, the floor, there's a chunk and it lowers. And you watch as the ceiling descends, almost like a puzzle box. An entirely separate room begins to lower down from the ceiling. And it reveals this room that it's dark and shadowy, but it has another single naked light bulb hanging from the ceiling. You can see some things in there on the ground, and then beyond that, another door. And as you look further, another room, ka-chunk, slides from right to left across that other door. And then beyond that, you think maybe you can see another door, ka-chunk, sliding.
All right. I would love to get to the first door, like hold that open and just, come on, folks, make like Snagglepuss, exit stage right, this way.
Excellent. So you are going to use your turn to move in that direction. Yeah?
Yeah.
You can get all the way to that room. Do you go in?
I'm gonna like be in the doorway. I'm making sure like everyone else, at least those who are maybe not as dexterous, can get through.
Being in the doorway gets you this quick look. On the other side, there's that one door. It looks like the only exit from this room. It's not very large. And in the middle of the floor, there are a bunch of like old ropes and pulleys, like stage equipment. And then that single light bulb. That's that. Next up is Maple. Maple, with a 12, is the second most dexterous person on MCell.
I'll do better.
From all the typing. And
Yeah,
the kissing.
When she was younger, she was fucking fit. Hey, when we talked about being younger, remember I said that one of the things she liked to do when having fun and partying was to lift her partner up against the wall to go at them?
She's no joke, and she's maintained some of that nimble stuff. Nimble stuff. What does Maple do?
Maple is going to grab Mayday's arm and start pulling her in that direction.
Sweet. Okay. Reaches out, grabs Mayday, and says, "Come on." Mayday is next in the order.
Takes me a second, but then I follow along.
If you both want to move in that direction, you can. I'm telling you this, in Delta Green, you have one thing you do per turn. So Mayday, if you go with her, you won't get to attempt to drink again.
I think at this point I'm gonna run so that and make sure I'm not gonna hold anyone else's hand and try to help grab them, because I'm gonna hold on to the bottle with the other hand.
Yes. Okay. So one more time. You're going with her, right? You're going over towards
going
where
with her.
Maltese is. Okay, great. You head in that direction. Oh, that's a nice banging track, isn't it? Hold on. I'm gonna put this one on repeat. How frantic it is. Next up, we have a tie. Magnolia and Anglerfish.
Oh.
You both got 10 dexterity. So I think
we're holding hands, so it's nice. We're tied.
What do you do?
Yes.
Who goes first? What do you do?
Ladies first.
Perhaps the clown is dancing towards us.
Perhaps.
But maybe they just want to talk.
Maybe.
Because we did take their dragon. Mr. Clown person. Hi. We're sorry about your paper dragon.
Talking
Clown is
intrusive
now
action.
8 feet tall.
Okay. Never.
And it doesn't
Hey.
stop dancing, and I just wish I could do a better job of describing to you how disturbing this dance is. Because it is both, like, weird and, like, helter-skelter, like, just no discernible pattern or rhythmic, but also the way it's bending and moving is upsetting. It does not seem to regard you, but you do notice that it is watching Mayday as she runs away.
Oh no.
Wants its
Hey,
Kool-Aid
Miss
back.
Miss Chetty, take a book from Wheezy. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot run. I got like 2
I didn't
jokes.
get that one.
Magnolia, you taken off. She is using her turn to talk to this clown.
As she does,
Mhm.
this is what I apparently do to anglerfish,
Yeah.
by default. Magnolia is going to step in front of her.
Okay.
Just stop. Ow.
And square up to this clown with the bat. I want everyone to run, but
Okay.
he's in stand your ground and hold him off if need be mode. And he was like, and he just steps. You gotta know when to hold him, when to fold him, sister. Get running. I got this.
Okay. You say that to her, and that's basically your turn. As you sort of like give her an order to get out of here.
And then assume batting stance.
Nice, excellent. You've got the bat. You can feel it ready to go. Maltese, Maple, Mayday. You're all standing outside of this tiny little room, and as you look around, you spot an area of the backstage that you didn't notice before. There's a wall, and in that wall is a plate window, like a large picture window. There's no apparent door to go into that window, but through the window, you see something. You see a man enter, crossing the window. He's wearing a red robe, and he's carrying this file box. And on the side, it says A. Wright, White Plains Police Department. And in the box, you see stacks and stacks of these little red books. And you watch as he goes down this impossibly long hallway, opens the door to a closet, and you can see that in that closet, it's painted red, and there's this little mail slot. And he takes the book, and he puts it into the mail slot, and closes the door, and then comes out and keeps walking. Top of the order. Maltese. What do you do?
There's like so many things I want to shout out, and none of them, and they're all jokes in my head. But like,
There's so many great jokes to make here.
I think he's looking back at the two of you who are still kind of just beyond the door. You two stop Mr. McFeely and maybe fucking drink the Kool-Aid for once. Hey! Genius! You're gonna fucking swipe at a 10-foot tall fucking clown? Get the fuck over here! You too, Dr. Talkie!
Dr. Talkie is a great nickname.
Docky Talkie.
Okay.
Mhm. And so you yell that, and Magnolia, you hear it, and as you turn your attention back, the clown is 10 feet tall.
I see.
Uh-huh. And that is Maltese's turn. Maple, do you go into this next room, keep going? Do you wait for the others to catch up?
I think I'm gonna wait for the others. Like, I'm waiting for, I think, Mayday to drink, because I'm the one with her, so I can get that vial.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So you could be like waiting. You could take your turn after Mayday if you want. That is a thing
Yeah.
we can do. Okay. So you say, like, gonna wait for Mayday to see what she does. Okay, Mayday, it's your turn. You see this thing is again rising, falling, rising, falling.
I'm gonna try to drink again.
Okay, you take it, and you go to time it and move it up to your lips and drink. Make me a luck check.
A lot better.
Yay!
That's a
There you go.
success. You tilt it back and you feel the red oil hit your lips. It tastes like ashes,
Oh.
like Maple's ashtray. It is awful. But you
What are you
swallow
talking
it,
about? That's where the
you
flavor
get
comes
a
from.
big mouthful. It's flavor country here in
It's
this
Flavor
bottle.
Town.
And you do drink it, and it tastes so bad. Make me a sanity check.
There's only so much sanity I can give. No,
The
I
philo-
succeed. I
the
succeed.
philosopher's
You
song.
succeed. You take no sanity loss,
Philosopher's sauce.
and you immediately know that it didn't work. That you'll need to drink it again. Because
Wow.
this whole thing seems insane. Because
did
you
everything
succeeded on your sanity check.
God.
Mayday has taken her turn, Maple. What do you do?
Grab it from me. Just grab it from me. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Can I grab it from her? Can I just shove it back into her throat and be like, dude, try again?
You don't know that it didn't work. Only I know that it doesn't work.
Yeah, you
Can I
saw
keep it
her
now?
like, take a
Successfully drinking
mouthful.
it. Just take it. Just
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
If you want to take
Um,
it, I'll need a Dex times 5 check.
Okay.
As you are sort of like trying to get space and hand this thing off.
Success, 25.
You grab it. You have it. You have the thermos here. And that's the end of your turn. Magnolia.
Is it still 10 feet tall, or is it bigger?
It's around there. Yep. It's maybe a little bigger.
Would you
It
say
doesn't
it's trending,
grow like
it's trending
it doesn't
up?
grow like Super Mario going swamp swamp swamp. It is either incredibly subtle or incredibly sudden when you're not paying attention, or something about the way it's moving is expanding its body in a way that you have trouble noticing.
Okay, yeah, more non-Euclidean space and time.
Oh yeah, Euclid
yeah.
hates this place.
Fucking
9 out of 10
Euclid
Euclids hate
nothing
this.
to do. Yeah, for sure. But that 10th Euclid, weirdly into it. It's like a kink.
He loves it.
So,
His name's Asadera Bondi.
so this is, batter stance, and he's like looking up as it's getting bigger, and then here's Magnolia, or here's, fuck, even I'm doing it, and it's my own character. Here's Maltese scream at him, and looks back over his shoulder at Anglerfish, and is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take my own advice. Gotta know when to hold and when to fold. Let's go!" And
Churn.
fucking books it. Yeah.
Clown sort of like reaches out to you, but it feels like more of a performance reach, a stage reach, if you will.
But
And you make
is
it
it
over
close
to the
enough
rest
to
of the
whack it?
group.
Bat it away.
You need an action for that,
Yeah.
and you got to move. I think you get all the way over to the others, and they are like just hovering outside this door. Anglerfish, you're next. This thing does not want to talk to you.
Rude.
It was
After
looking at
talking.
Mayday instead, and then it moves its gaze very slightly.
Okay. But Mayday's made it through the door. This thing doesn't look like it
They're
can
at
get
the
through
door.
the door.
It's too big theoretically for that door.
Too big now.
Non-Euclidean space and time. Yeah, I mean,
But she gotta run. Gotta follow.
Run. You're
Run,
all
run.
bunched up at this doorway like a hilarious slapstick.
all running
Thing.
into each other.
You're all
Like,
trying to
push in.
Is
Push
it-
in.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
my
as you're all
God.
Blue concert.
yeah, you're all standing at this doorway and sort of like you're trying to look further down, you're looking around. Who looks up?
No one looks up, Justin.
No.
That's the sane thing to do.
It's ridiculous.
I need to know.
Think if everyone's in or like around the doorway and Maltese can shut it, I think he is gonna kind of like sweep for ways up, the ways out, and he knows to. And he's firefighter instincts, like check the structure of the roof of this place because it's moving.
The structure of the roof of this place is it's made out of solid glass. And
We're gonna
up
break
through
that
the
glass ceiling.
ceiling, you see dozens of feet wearing fancy shoes, dresses, formal wear, and they're all waltzing around in a
clear,
circle
Are we getting upskirt right now?
a little bit.
Those some
And
upskirts?
you look
Birds?
up, and these out of focus people who are a little bit, just because of the family, the friendliness and all that, it's blurry enough that you don't see anything too severe, but you're underneath these people who are at a ball or a party or something like that.
Can we close the door first? So clown and like.
You sure can. There's a door.
Let's
There is a door on a hinge. So we'll say that you all shuffle in there, free move, and close the door.
Okay.
You're all in this room with the
Oh, you're
pulleys. There's
so
another
generous.
door, another and another and another. And they're
Has-
not all the same. This one appears to be a little bit bigger and made out of a different kind of wood.
Has it been long enough that somebody might realize that I didn't disappear?
Not sure. I mean, how long did it take? Margin? Like a few seconds?
seconds.
You're not disappearing. You know that it did not work.
Right. But at this point,
You're certain of that.
I need to just let everyone else do it. I already had my shot. I already failed twice.
Well, it's not baseball.
Mom's spaghetti.
Knees weak.
We're not
arms
talking
are
about the
weak.
Mets here. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And so, we continue. Round 3, Maltese. And in case this isn't clear, this is round 3, and as the numbers of the rounds go up, it's going to get dire.
Mm-hmm. I think Maltese is encouraging everyone to move, and I would like to begin assisting, if possible, the drinking of the Kool-Aid. I will
Excellent.
absolutely, I forget
So
which Harry
currently
Potter
Maple has
film
it.
I will absolutely frat bro.
Okay.
This.
Little keg stand.
Yeah, I will assist in the keg stand of the
The
philosopher's
actual
sauce.
physical drinking.
Yeah,
Like, you got this, Maple. I'm spotting you.
I'm gonna spot the Patsu. Yeah,
I'm going to spot you.
Patsu.
And,
spotsy you, bro. I got
yeah.
you.
So that's what you do with your action on your turn, Maple.
Yeah.
If you want to drink again, make me a luck at. How do we do this with assistance? Plus 10, plus 20? What do you want?
Plus
Uh,
10 seems fair.
Plus 10, I think sounds
Okay, make me a luck at plus 10.
okay.
It's gotta get under
Doc was
60.
willing to give plus 20 and you rejected it.
I did.
Yeah,
That's
I
why I
know.
love Jana.
I'm realistic, and I made a success.
The memories that come flooding back as you taste all of this ash in your
All
mouth.
the cigarettes you've ever had.
Flavor
And you haven't
town.
had one in days, right? And so it's kind of this mixed reaction of disgust and longing, and I need you to make me a sanity check. A success.
One under thing.
You got a mouthful of this stuff. Didn't work. That's not how it works, and how you know that is frightening. You don't take any
didn't-
sanity
Oh, you
loss,
were
but it
so
didn't work.
close.
Yep, I can say didn't take and hold it out.
Now,
For you at home, Jana was 1 point away from that one. One under it.
now, as a reminder, hero points are on the board. You can re-roll for
Oh,
any
yeah.
roll, even ones you succeed on.
Could use luck too.
I don't know how we're doing on hero points because Elsie's not here to yell about it in caps. So, who knows how many we have? I'll leave that up to you. To
I
find
know
out.
I know we got a hero point tonight at the very least.
No, I'll save it. I'll hold
So
it out and
maybe-
be like, didn't take.
Maple drinks it, but it doesn't seem. Maple, it doesn't seem to work. The rest of you don't know whether it took or not. But you're all standing around. You know that handing this thing off is a full action that will take up your whole turn. Or taking it from Maple is a full action that will take up your whole turn. But we're at Mayday now, and Mayday, what do you do? You're all bunched up in this room that's like 10 by 10. It's not a big room. There's another door, and that one's a little bit wider. And inside, like, it looks like the floor is different. Like, it looks like a room from a different place entirely.
I think at this point I am going to stay near the party, but be watching the door. The clown could potentially come bursting through if, it can fit.
Okay.
Just protect the group. Stay close to get the sauce again.
All right. Cool. So you just sort of keep an eye on the door, waiting just in case.
Don't trust it.
Magnolia.
How thick is that glass?
The glass in the ceiling?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's way up there. It's probably 75 feet up.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's a theater.
Fuck
They
me.
need tall
Guess
ceilings.
I'll die.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll die. I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, I mean, there's not to do without the sauce. I don't know. Give someone fucking moral support for their next yuck of the sauce.
Could you? Keep moving. Try and make space between you and the clown. You don't know what happens if this clown reaches you.
Okay, how about this? Is there anything else, like objects in the area?
There's a bunch of
any...
ropes and pulleys on the floor here.
How about
next,
a broom, Justin?
Roll me a sanity check.
For a broom?
Yep.
Is
Broom
that just 'cause I
sanity.
sassed you? Are you
Maybe.
mad at me because I sassed
Maybe
you?
I'm being petty today. We don't know.
I succeeded, so...
There's no broom here.
Oh, god damn it. That's fucking shit.
Yeah, maybe in the next room. You don't know.
We need the craziest of us to start manifesting shit.
The crazy of us already left.
I mean, you got.
No, we got one.
I
do you
got
need
him
to
back, but
accomplish?
I don't want... I wanted
So
to
do you
bar
want to
the
clean up
door.
or do you want to bar the door?
No,
Yeah.
I wanted to bar the door.
Okay.
But I'm not
Um,
giving up my bat for that. So
You're precious, Lucille.
I need it. Yeah, I got nothing, man.
Five.
Literally, I think he's like
Four.
standing next to Maple, like, hurry up,
Do
drink.
you want to wait? You just want to
Yeah.
stay, do nothing? You can? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Anglerfish. They closed the door and now you can't see the clown anymore.
Okay, but
This place appears to keep going deeper. There's the oil, which seems like you should be drinking it. And just to be clear, I've also kept track of everyone's sanity too. And Anglerfish, we're down there.
down there.
She is undexterous and she's nuts.
So, my first initial thought was, when she runs in this room, she's immediately going to look around for something to push in front of the door.
Yes. Okay. There are those like pulleys and stuff like that. There's only like 3 or 4 of them. They're about this big. You don't think they would make a good barricade? This door doesn't have a
Those
lock
big.
on it.
Yeah. I don't think she's thinking about manifesting anything. Nice. No, she's gonna want to like keep going forward because there's another room. Like, okay, maybe we should get some space between us and the door in case it like
Yeah.
punches the door in, or like,
Mhm.
it was small before, so maybe it can go both ways. I'm moving forward.
Excellent. You move forward. You go into this next room. This next room is like, it's got like linoleum flooring. There's no furniture in here. There's no other stuff. On the far side is a double door. It's like a slightly bigger door, and they're closed. 2 doors touching each other. And then off to the left, you see what appears to be like a dumbwaiter, a little door that's like halfway up the wall. It's like a little elevator. A small guy.
Small guy. Cool.
Yeah, and you just move into that room. That's your turn. When you move into this room, Anglerfish,
Mm-hmm.
and you sort of look around, you see that there's one wall in this room, that, like the one you couldn't see from the other side of the door, which is, oh, that's very, very far away. Very far away, because far off, it just goes into blackness, and then when it starts back up again, it appears to be in a cafeteria of some kind on the other side of a black gulf, and there's a bunch of people in this cafeteria sitting at the tables, and they're all wearing jumpsuit uniforms like they're in a prison, but they're all gray and dingy. And there's one who is up on a raised platform. He is this balding, overweight man with wired-framed glasses. And he is also wearing a prison outfit and is watching all of you as you enter the room. And when you look over and lock eyes with him, this sort of like dumpy, like sort of like derpy guy goes. And then you hear a voice from that end yell, "To Craig! Back in your cell!" And these guards rush in and tackle him to the ground. And you realize that he's standing in front of this oversized prop door.
That's a lot of space.
It is. There is a pounding at the door you just came from. Not a polite knocking, but a rattle, 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 pound, pound, pound type of situation. Next round, we're in round something.
4.
5? 4? We're in round 4. Maltese. Anglerfish has moved in. Everybody else is in this room. The clown is at the door, which is a weird sentence, but there he is.
The clown is at the door.
He stands and knocks.
Not a euphemism.
I'd like to get moving, but also be ready to assist anyone who needs assist in drinking the Kool-Aid again.
Sure. Okay. If Maple's going to do it again, you can assist them. But you can wait until their turn if you want to see if they drink.
Yeah,
if we're reasonable, if you're only moving a little bit and then drinking, that's fine. But it is like a limited actions. Delta Green combat is.
It is, yeah, that's like one thing. I guess he's gonna look at Maple if like Maple's going to drink again.
Mm-hmm.
But if I understood correctly, Maple was like offering it out like it didn't work, or
Yeah.
Okay, she's holding it out. Do you want to take it?
I'd like to try and take a sip of the good juice.
Okay, Dex times 5 for me to grab it from Maple without dropping it on the ground.
Sorry, I immediately changed my mind upon saying that.
You're the dexiest one of them all.
I know, no, it's not.
I mean,
it's
do
not
I
the
help
challenge
any
of
by the
doing
fact
so.
that?
It's not the
If you
challenge of
want
taking
to
it.
use-
I think I'd rather go with the move slightly and encourage Maple to try and drink again. I'm locking it.
Okay,
I'm
try it again,
final
move slightly.
Answer, lock it in. No
Okay.
deal.
Maple, it's your
Yahtzee.
turn. You sort of walk over into the next room, like you're just inside. You want to try again?
No, I don't want to try again. It didn't take.
Oh.
I'm going to give it to Mayday again.
Okay, you hold it back
Like,
up. to
try
Mayday.
again.
Mayday, you take it.
What is happening?
I guess so.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to have Maple do a Dex times 5 to hand it off. So Mayday still has an action to drink.
I mean, if you spill it,
Failure.
it's filled.
The
Old lady hands.
thermos slips out of your old lady hands. And it falls to the ground with a thunk, thunk, thunk. And as it like hits the floor, this linoleum floor, that banging on the door increases in intensity, and all of a sudden it blows off of its hinges. And there's a 20-foot tall clown looking through this doorway.
20.
That grew a
20
little.
foot. 20 foot.
Okay.
That did grow a little.
Yeah, it grew some.
The passage on the ground. It is Magnolia's turn.
I'm gonna reach into my waistband and pull out my gun.
Okay, roll me a sanity check.
Yeah, you're picking up when I'm laying down.
I think you're picking up what I'm laying down.
Yeah,
I think we're
yeah.
laying things down.
I was hoping you would say I don't have a gun, just so I could say I think I do.
Are you happy? Is this just a gun in your
Failure.
pants?
Failure. You reach into your back waistband, and there, what gun is it?
It is a H&K Mark 23 Special Ops pistol. That is a big old gun.
You don't mistake it either. That's your gun, and there it is.
My name is engraved on the handle.
Yeah, and it's still there. Bradley Ethan Barnes III.
BEB3.
You can fire on this clown. You can do that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, roll me a firearms.
I'm gonna fan the hammer on this thing. Firearms, the thing that I am so good at.
You are very good at it.
I'm so good at it.
Woo!
14 success, crushed it.
How many shots does this gun take within a
let's-
round? They're all down to one attack roll, but like guns can go bap 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 on an attack.
Yeah.
They just happen to be one attack roll with one damage thing.
Let's see.
So it's mostly flavor.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I think. Let me look at my clip. And,
Okay.
15. It's a 15-shot magazine.
Okay. So how many do you fire off at this clown within one round?
I think Bradley, I mean, a trained Delta Force operator can easily squeeze off 10 rounds in
A matter of seconds.
a matter of seconds. Yeah, with accuracy.
You, with that success, squeeze off 10 rounds that tear through this clown like a cloud.
Good, good.
And the clown bursts through the door and rises up to its full height and
Which
looks around until it sees the Patsu on the floor and begins to move in that direction. Anglerfish, your turn.
Okay.
Ooh, gunshots.
Sorry,
Wow.
no damage there.
Lots. I figured, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
very-
know, sorry. It's
very-
what you're meant to do. But yeah, this
yeah.
yep.
So I think like once the Patsu hits the ground and there's that thunk sound, Anglerfish is gonna immediately whip towards that sound.
Sure.
And she had seen how it had focused on Mayday when
Uh-huh.
she had it, so she's gonna go use her move action to go grab it so it's not on the ground.
Okay. You want to pick it up, right?
Yeah.
You want to try to drink it this turn? I'd say picking it up doesn't really. I mean, you just pick it up, right? So
Okay.
if you want to make me a luck roll to see if you can time the drinking, you can do that.
Okay. Yep. Success.
You are able to drink it. It tastes like ash. Make me a sanity check.
But not ashen.
I'm like, well, you don't know. Maybe it tastes like ashen. You never
Wait.
tasted ashen.
How did I succeed a sanity roll?
Did you succeed on your sand check?
Oh no, I clicked.
Ew.
I did not. I
Has
didn't
not come
click
through
it.
yet.
Haha,
So roll it.
JK. Just
Oh, you
kidding.
failed. Wow,
I
you
failed.
have very little sanity, my friend.
No.
Do we have hero points? Has anyone found out? Okay.
I failed my sanity check.
You did fail your sanity check. Sorry,
Good
that's
thing.
right. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
That's the good one. You feel it snaking into your stomach like you've got butterflies or some sort of thing that needs to giggle out of you.
Beetles.
And it, like beetles,
beetles.
you
Like
almost
beetles.
can picture your little golden friends doing the backstroke in this
Oh
patsu.
my gosh.
Swimming around and around, and you think back to that ball up on the ceiling that
Mhm.
Maltese was looking at, and that vision that you had of the girl at the ball. Do you remember that? And
Yeah.
fun. And then you're looking around, and then you look sort of over at the clown. He doesn't look so scary now, and just past him, you see this strange little man standing on a balcony, like way up high, back towards the way you came. You didn't see him before, but there he is. He's got this
Really?
thin little mustache and a purple suit and a nicely combed hair thing, and he looks like that patient Asa Darabandi from the Dorchester. And at the railing, he also raises up his hand and waves at you, and then one by one, all along the railing, you see these small, childlike gray hands reach up with their waterlogged necrosis, and they wave as well. Make me a sanity check again.
Can I not? Can I not? What was the damage on the last one?
I'll tell you as soon as we get this one. It's 2 failures. Okay.
I'm not-
The first one, for drinking the Patsu, 3 points of sanity loss.
Good.
The
good,
second
good.
one for seeing Asa Darabandi and his victims, is 5 points of sanity.
Jesus Christ!
So there's a breaking point.
There's a
Yeah,
breaking point.
yeah.
Got it. That's your second,
Yeah.
since you've been incarcerated, I believe.
This is fine.
But that's okay. And just as you turn away, you hear just the sound of Asa Darabandi saying, "Goodbye, goodbye,
bye now. Bye.
bye now."
Hey.
We are back at the top of the round. Maltese.
Really quick, did it count as my turn just waiting for Maple to
Oh,
hand
that's
it
right.
over and then it fell and that was my turn?
You can take your turn now if you want, if you still got something you wish to do. If you want to take it from Anglerfish, you can, using a Dex times 5.
Anglerfish.
I know she's not Dexty.
I'm,
She's in the middle of the group.
yeah. I succeed.
You succeed, you grab it. You can't drink it until next round,
That's fine.
but you have it.
Okay. All right.
Maltese.
All right. Options. Can I keep moving and also still be assisting with drinking here?
Yes, I think that's fine.
All right.
So you can keep moving and as aid at the same time.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm getting people out of here.
Okay. You are like, okay, come on. You're trying to get everyone into the next room.
Hustling Maple along in particular, because the stubborn broad is going to get herself killed again.
Mm-hmm. The
Just like
clown,
the first time we met.
again, seems primarily interested in Mayday and is starting to dance in that direction. So let me just make a quick roll.
Threatening gyrating.
One of these. Okay, got it. So you get everyone up. Come on. Maple, you're up. Mayday has the thermos. You are in this room with like a dumbwaiter and another set of double doors. Roll me an athletics check. I want to see how Maple's doing.
Oh, that's funny. You want the old lady to do athletics?
Well, you're running and your pulse is very high, and
Yeah, it's gonna be cute. Let's find out. Oh, surprisingly well, a 12 out of 30.
you don't want to
Wow.
know what
What is it?
ideas I have if Maple fails with a fumble one of those athletics checks.
I mean,
Freaking
she's
hell.
83. I
We're
kind of have an
talking
idea.
heart disease, emphysema, stroke.
She's 83 years old. She's 83 years old. Has a hip
smokes.
replacement. She smokes ridiculous amounts.
And she's being chased by a
yeah.
spectral
I mean, if you
clown.
want to villain roll this is the perfect time to do it.
I know, but I don't want to yet.
Yeah.
So you just go with everyone else and say, in here, get deeper in? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Can I assist Mayday, who's going to be focusing on drinking? I think
You can. So
pull her along a bit.
it's Mayday's turn, and with Maltese and Maple, how about a plus 20 to your luck check here? Being like, drink
Who's
it with
that
your
thing?
mouth. Do it now.
Open your mouth hole.
I was
Open up
doing
like
that.
this.
Ear,
Oh,
Mayday.
okay, so that would be a 70, so that would pass. I forgot to do the modifier.
That is a 70. So yeah, great,
Wow.
great. So
Yeah,
you get
thank
another of this. Blah, make me a sanity.
Drink your medicine.
A spoonful of sugar.
Yay!
Full of cigarette ash.
There you
Time
go.
to go.
It's a
This
good
time
failure.
it feels different. It is oily and nasty and tastes like corruption,
Wow.
but it's taking root. Magnolia's turn.
Looking over her shoulder at this really bizarre scene to picture, by the way. Both of them being like, okay, down the hatch, there you go. Okay. Lifting up her chin
Yeah,
and
it's
pouring
pretty
it
great.
back.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
But he's, he just shot this thing. He just manifested the gun that he used in the service in his waistband. He
did.
is aware in this moment of the power that he apparently holds in this place. And he thinks back to that time in the cell where he, like he said in the last episode, about maybe this is all that there is. Maybe this is just my world. It's just I'm in this cell forever. And how in that he had only his imagination to keep him company. He had to create worlds in his head. And he's probably just doing that now. And if so, there is no limit to what he can create. And what
Believe
he
in
has
yourself,
seen,
Magnolia.
That's right. He survived that shit, and he knows that clown is fixated on whoever's holding that fucking jug.
Smart boy.
So you know what he needs? Another one. So he's gonna reach into his back pocket and pull out a jug of Patsu.
Interesting. Roll me a sanity check.
This is just freeform creation here. You're like
Good.
a weird kind of. This is like I feel like I'm topping from the bottom here.
Am I sane enough to
Damn
believe
it!
this?
I want to use
Yeah.
a hero point to
Yeah, it's a
fail.
good time to use that. Yeah.
Yeah. To try that again. Okay. Because I succeeded, but just barely.
Yeah.
There it is. 94.
Be crazy.
failure.
You reach into where? Your pocket? Somewhere else?
It's impossible. It makes no sense.
It's
He reaches
impossible.
into his
Doesn't matter.
He reaches into his back pocket and pulls out something that could never have fit in his back pocket.
It is
like a Mary
another
Poppins,
glass container, and it looks like it's filled with that red oily liquid. And that's your turn.
Yep.
Do you have two of them now? The clown seems agitated. It looks around and tries to figure out like which one it wants. And as it does that, you look toward the others, and those two big doors swing open in that next room. And there is, again, this wide, shadowed gulf of space. Kind of similar to seeing DeCraig a moment ago. But on the far side of this one through those doors, you see the lobby of a hotel. There are people with suitcases. There are people checking in at a desk. There are golden gargoyles flanking the front doors. And above the front desk is a sign that reads, Hotel Broad Albin. I think that everybody should make me a sanity check.
Even the ones
You know
that
what? Maybe
drunk?
not anglerfish. Not anglerfish, because you don't know what Hotel Broad Albin is.
No, I'm okay.
I succeeded.
I critical succeeded.
Well,
Excellent.
fuck
Succeeded.
you too.
Bad news for Turk, which is that a critical success is the same as a regular success, 0, 0, 0. Everybody else who failed? Nobody. Oh, you did, Lonnie? Okay, 2 points of sanity loss there for you.
Okay.
And all of you look out there and see that lobby of Hotel Broad Albin, and then you turn and you watch as Anglerfish vanishes. She waves goodbye, and that's where we're going to take our break. So, we are down to 4. That's a season wrap on Sam, I guess, because she turned off her camera.
Because she disappeared.
Bye.
We need a
Bye,
break,
bitches.
and then the chase continues until everybody drinks this nasty cigarette oil. Everyone's
dies.
saying, or dies, or both. Everyone come back in a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and we'll see you then. Welcome back to Impossible Landscapes. Agent Anglerfish vanished. She drank this Patsu and is gone. Mayday also succeeded in drinking it. The others have not, but Magnolia did generate a backup Patsu using his insanity.
Sure.
And we'll see if that works when he drinks it. And also they're being chased by a giant clown. And so I think we'll just jump right back into it if it's okay with you. Remind my poor addled brain. Oh yes, we left off at the end of the round. upon seeing the Hotel Broadalbin. The clown continues to dance. And it sees or senses both of these Patsu. And I'm going to roll a d6. 1 through 3, he will pursue Mayday. 4 through 6, he will pursue Magnolia. I will tell you whoever he pursues, he succeeded on some behind-the-scenes checks to reach out and touch that person.
Roll it, baby.
I don't consent.
Mm.
A little
Got
boop.
him.
It's a 1.
Got him.
So Mayday, this clown, which is, hold on, I need to check my chart, which is an actual chart in this game, to see how tall the clown is.
I hate that that's a thing.
Yep. Which round are we heading into?
Oh, like
5?
No.
Oh,
6, isn't it?
Six already?
This clown, and this is Dennis Detweiler for you, but 7 meters tall.
Why did he switch from from feet to meters?
It's 20 feet. 20 feet? Is that right?
about 21.
No, he was 20.
21
He was 20 feet
21.
before.
So he's about
Where's he?
22, 23 feet now.
Okay.
And he runs up to Mayday and reaches out to touch you. Mayday, you have enough time to do one action here. What do you do?
Ooh, menacing music change.
You're still holding the Patsu container that you drank from.
I know this isn't going to be productive in helping everyone be able to drink this, but I'm going to run away from there being a big group of people right around me with a clown trying to actively pursue and being so tall that it'll probably stomp
okay.
somebody.
All right. Would you like to roll me an athletics check or a dodge check to get out of the way of this touch?
Do I have any ability to do either of those? Athletics or dodge? Wow, my athletics, I think through failing so many times, my athletics has gotten better than my dodge, and I did
Oh,
not
you've been
build her
working
to be
out.
athletic.
That's all failure is, working out.
I fumble.
Would you like to use a hero point?
Bad enough to make it worth it.
I will tell you what's at stake here, and then I'll let you decide whether or not you want to re-roll that.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
This clown is going to reach out and touch you.
Mhm.
The clown's touch does no damage, but it has a lethality rating of 20. Which means that if I roll under a 20, you die.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I think I'm gonna try to run again.
Are you going to re-roll it again? Looks like you're going to have to jump.
I'm
Danger-esque quote for everyone. Thank you.
I succeeded by 1.
You roll again and succeed by 1. And as the clown leans forward, it's almost like a fisheye effect, where it shouldn't be this stretchy, but it leans out towards you and goes to touch you. And at the last moment, Mayday vanishes. And the Patsu hits the floor and rolls over about halfway between the 3 of you and the clown. Mayday made it out.
Yeah, that wasn't my plan, though. I wanted to get the Patsu a little bit further away.
Alas.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. The clown sees the Patsu on the floor. It is the top of the round Maltese.
And I think, because we got 2 Patsus.
Yep.
Okay. clowns to the left of me.
Lots of unknowns. What
Pitfalls
does the clown
to
do
the
with Patsu? What does it do if it gets it? Is Magnolia's Patsu going to work?
Oh, I'm not feeling good about that at all. So I'm gonna try and at this point just fireman carry Maple because Maple's not moving fast enough. And I want to try and
Almost as fast as you.
What you going to do with that old lady?
strong. I would like to get her closer to OG Patsu.
Okay, so you grab Maple, just fireman, and you run over. You can get all the way over there. You're standing right next to this Patsu. The clown is not far away. Magnolia, I believe, would still be on the other side of the clown. The clown probably moved past him to get to Mayday. So Magnolia is a third party, not with Maple and Maltese. With his Walmart Patsu, his store brand.
Third
Patsu.
wheel.
And
Third
Sam's
wheel.
Club.
Okay, that's Maltese. Maple, you're on Maltese's shoulders.
I guess the objective is to get that vial, but is there a way I can get that vial and then pour it down his throat?
Excellent question.
He's up.
And also a bold move. I mean, he is 24 feet tall now. His throat's way up there.
No, I meant Maltese. All right. Maltese's
Oh, no,
throat.
Maltese is not the clown?
Yeah,
I
no,
have to defeat
not
the
the clown. Maltese's.
All right. If Maltese allows it, I'll say sure.
No.
Open up that soup catcher and accept the Sunday fucking sauce.
Just fucking drink the thing yourself.
I already did.
5,
But again, now.
4.
I'm gonna pour it in his throat.
Okay. Maltese, she forces your mouth open. Maltese, do you resist physically?
I resist physically.
Make me either dodge or athletics.
Why?
I will make
Why-
an athletics roll.
I am going to make one for the clown.
47 out of 80.
There you go. He's so strong, this one.
The clown critically fails, so doesn't know what to do in this moment. So you got a 47?
Yeah,
Maltese?
I'm a big
And
old success.
I need a dex times 5 from Maple.
Don't
A
drop it.
success also, but we both got a success and his better.
A 47, but yours is higher.
It's closer to the original.
That means you succeed in pouring it down his throat.
Drink it, you fucker!
Now, I need Maple to make me a luck check to see if she can time the breathing of the liquid to go down Maltese's throat.
Yes.
She does.
36.
Now, as Maltese, you taste this for the first time, and it's everything that you hate. It is ash and decay and consumption. It is fire. It is a violation of safety protocols. I need you to make me a sanity check.
You better fucking fail this.
9 success. Fuck you.
Villain
Damn it.
point.
Villain
Villain.
point. Fine. 56 success. Fuck you.
You spit it back out.
He's
I'm up
insane.
here.
You dumb himbo.
Ugh.
You're not taking me out of this thing. You get out of here first. You're 80 how fucking old.
You're arguing at each other. Magnolia, they're standing there arguing. The clown is looking right at them.
I already fucking took it and didn't take, you asshole.
Take it again.
Magnolia, it's your turn.
Want to get the clown's attention with like a
Okay. Interesting. Make me as a persuasion check, I guess. Persuade. Unless you can think of something else.
Well, so there's the whole movement here is to whistle and
Yep.
then toss the Patsu into the air.
Okay. Like, are you tossing it toward him or just up?
Up. Well, he is up, on account
Okay.
of being 24 feet tall. So I'm tossing it up toward him like, hey, you want it? Here you go, bud.
I would have you either make a performance or persuade plus 10,
Okay.
or a dex times 5 at negative 20.
Yeah.
I have no
I'll do
idea
the
which one would be
persuade.
better for you.
I'll do the persuade plus 10, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pretty persuasive.
Yeah, I'm pretty persuasive. Custom percentage plus 10. Critical.
A critical success. I was going
44.
to. I was not sure how this was going to resolve, and now I know. Which is that you give it a loud, piercing whistle, and the clown turns and looks at that Patsu floating through the air, and changes the trajectory of his dance toward it. And just beyond the clown is a bedroom that you didn't notice before. It's like in IKEA where their bedrooms just sort of appear. You know, they stick out of the walkway and
I've been picturing
there's
this
a
like
bedroom
an
all
IKEA.
of a sudden. And there's an older couple lying in bed together, and there's this door that is closing off your access to this bedroom, so like you're just seeing this at the last second. This conversation that they're having, this woman apparently asleep sits up in bed and shrieks, "He's coming for my baby, Tom! Stop him!" And she shakes and shudders and falls dead. And I need Magnolia to make me a sanity check for the unnatural.
I'd call that unnatural for sure. This music actually got a little jaunty.
I love this one. I love this combat track.
Success.
Yes,
15
you don't
over.
know who these people are, and you don't want to
Nope.
know.
Don't
You're gonna
care.
let that wall close. Yeah, and that is the end of your turn. You've distracted this clown for a moment. Let's go back to let's go back to Maltese. Maltese, these rounds are gonna get shorter now.
I'm putting the juice in the old lady face.
You got the juice. All right,
I mean,
Maple,
like,
do you resist?
No, I need him to drink it eventually.
Strangely sexual, but you just open your mouth and let it
I
happen.
guess so.
You
You
take
didn't have
him
to
to
just
do
sit
this.
there and have it?
You didn't
Let
have
him
to.
do this to you,
Oh my
and you're like,
gosh.
"Yes, thank you."
Daddy.
Do I fight him on this?
I was being
Are you guys gonna just
joking.
keep
Yes, let
fighting
him
each
do
other?
it.
No,
over
I
drinking
know.
thing?
No, I
Maltese-
needed. I will drink it because if I
Okay.
drink it, then hopefully he'll fucking drink it.
Medicine.
Maltese,
lady.
Maltese, make me a luck check to time it. Time the pour.
Just
Maltese
put
has
it in
poured
your
drinks
mouth.
before.
49/50 for a success.
I can't use a villain point on that. That was too close. Maple, make me a sanity check as you taste it again.
I succeeded on sanity. I'm too sane.
Something's keeping you here. The clown.
The clown.
I'm gonna lie and say it worked. All right, it
This round.
took.
Looks as this container blah, 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 and lands, and he reaches out this enormous hand. Right? It's like the size of a car door now.
Good.
And this tiny little whoop, 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 whoop thing lands in his hand, and with this giant twisted mask of a smile, it leans down close, and then it's almost like it's smelling it, and it crushes it in its hand and turns back the others. But that's its turn. So, Clown done, Maltese Maple done, Magnolia. Now it's your turn.
So it didn't like my fake Patsu.
No. As a reminder, there's a dumbwaiter and there's double doors leading to the
Don't
Hotel
talk
Broad
about
Albert.
later like that. Where? Okay, Maltese and Maple. There was a fireman carry happening. Where are they in relation? Can
So
you
let's
help
say
me,
this
like,
room is
visualize
larger than the
this
last
weird
one.
space?
This one's like 50 feet by 80 feet or something. It's big.
Yeah. Mhm.
And this clown is probably closer to you now than he was to Maltese and Maple. He can still, but movement's not a thing. He seems to be able to move however he wants, as long as it's the dance. So you're maybe 20 feet away from him, and then past him about 10 feet are the others. Maybe a little longer than that for both. But that's the you've got a clown sandwich.
We're the bread of the clown sandwich.
Yes.
Okay. I shot it and it went through it like a cloud.
It did. It had no effect. It was, yeah. You
Now,
get
what
the
if
feeling. You get the feeling that I did the rules wrong, and in retrospect, should have had the clown do a touch on you immediately for trying to attack it.
I see.
And if you attacked it again, this clown would touch you in lethality and all that.
I see.
Not to let you see too much how the sausage is made, but
I think that there's nothing special about that clown.
okay.
I think that
Mhm.
clown is made of meat just like anybody else.
Interesting. Let's test the power of Magnolia's manifesting. Sanity check, please. That is a success.
Damn it! Damn it! Do we have any hero points?
This
There's so many
clown.
heroes.
Huh? Do we have any?
This clown. I don't know. Yeah.
Do it. Anyone
Nobody
else we
seems
have
to
any
want to
hero-
tell you.
No one seems to want to tell me.
We do.
We don't have
do
Elsie
hero
here to
points.
scream. We do?
We do. We absolutely have hero points.
I want to try it. If there's one available, I want to
Yeah,
try
go
it.
for it. Go for it.
Okay. Failure.
You don't know whether or not this clown is mortal or wasn't and now is. But as if to test out its concreteness, the clown reaches out to touch Magnolia. And I'm going to need you to make either athletics, dodge, or to stand still and let him touch you.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What's better for me? Athletics would be the way to go with that. Success just barely. Oh my god.
This clown gets so close to you, and I think there's this rising fear. And to be honest, like, I don't want to control people's emotions, but this is harrowing having this thing chase after you.
Oh yeah.
And Magnolia, you think I'm just gonna make him just mortal, and then as he gets closer, you're like, maybe he is mortal, but you're just like closer, and then he misses, and you feel like, I don't want to get anywhere near that thing. So,
But I'm
that
pretty
is
sure he's made of
Magnolia's
flesh,
turn.
though. No, right?
You don't know. Not until you touch him. You want to touch him?
No, I don't want to touch him. I want to fucking shoot him.
Okay. Let's go for another round. You haven't gone anywhere, so no new weird visions or anything like that. Let's go back to Maltese. Maltese, are you two still standing there arguing while Magnolia fights for his life?
I'm gonna lie and say it took. Be like, okay, it took this time.
I'm
Now
not.
drink it.
I'm not drinking it till you're out of here.
Roll me a
Pop.
human check
I
to
understand.
see if she's telling the truth.
I understand that I am not good at human,
She
but
is lying. She would say anything in this moment.
you gotta drink it till it works. Just keep going. Keep walking.
It
We'll get
worked.
we'll get you time you need. Just keep moving, okay? You're getting out of here.
Who is holding it right now?
I have it.
Mm-hmm.
Maple? You have a split second. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to make him drink it again.
So Maple reaches out, coming after you again. Let's do a. Do you resist?
Yeah, I
Can I
have
do dodge
to.
athletics
This
versus
crazy
dex times
lady
5?
cannot go and throw herself on a
I
pipe.
want you to know, picturing this as Magnolia in this moment is insane. The two of you are just shoving it back and forth in each other's mouths.
You drink first. No, you drink first.
No, you.
Nice.
I'm drawing. I'm
80.
drawing this moment, by the way. I'm.
It's
I got
fantastic.
80. So success
okay.
on my part.
Very successful. Now I'll need Maple to make me a dex times 5. Because with a contest, she could still succeed.
Damn it.
That's a success right on
Wow.
the money. And it's very high.
Yeah.
So she reaches out
Barely.
and she pours it, and you can taste it going in your mouth, and then Maple vanishes. And the bottle is loose. And you have to, like, catch it. Make me a dex times 5.
Okay.
Huh,
As a
interesting.
Sort of reaction.
Oh,
Because you're not
here-
holding it
yeah.
The bottle falls to the ground again. The clown spins around, sees the bottle, and dances in your direction. Magnolia.
Hey, Meg! Get the
Also-
fuck out of here, buddy!
Maltese, that did not count as a drink just because she.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
Clown is between me and Maltese, right?
It's the ship we always wanted.
Oh, hot, yeah. It's
Clown to the
sandwiched.
left of you, Maltese to the right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with the king and yellow.
I
Sorry,
wanted
Bob
to
Dylan.
do that.
No, that's not Bob
It's-
Dylan. It's someone else.
24 feet tall. Yeah, if you could tell
Oh,
me who that song's
now?
actually by, you know
It's
it would
actually 10 meters tall.
work. 70 feet. No, right? No,
Yeah.
that would be about 30 feet. 30 feet tall. Yeah.
30 feet. Yeah.
It's about how high is it from its foot to its crotch? And I know that sounds like a weird question, but trust me.
It is.
Yeah.
20 feet tall. That is just under like half of your body, so like 12 feet, 13 feet,
Cool.
maybe.
So I'm gonna run between its legs. I want to know if it was higher than my head.
You can totally
So-
fit through its legs.
Yeah. He's going to sprint under the clown toward Maltese.
I'd like a dodge check here from
Yeah.
you
I think
to make sure you
much.
don't touch this clown.
Can I
I'll
do
touch
an
check for the
athletics?
clown.
In athletics instead? No.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Justin.
Love you.
Oh, it's a failure.
That's a failure. I'm gonna tell you just really quick.
Yeah.
I rolled a dance check for the clown. That is what I'm
Dance
rolling for him.
Revolution.
And he is moving towards you. Now, his dance is a 45. It's not even a 50-50 for him to succeed. I did not roll below a 45, but I did roll a 69. Which, by the house rule, is the
It's
best
the
possible
thing for
result.
me, right? Right?
Magnolia, Bucky. Do those 3 agents of yours who disappear count towards your kill list? Are
I
they
didn't kill them.
alive? You encouraged them to drink it.
I don't know what happened to them. They might be alive.
They might
I might be dead.
be.
We might all
The
be dead.
clown reaches out, and when his hand rests on your head, it feels like every nerve ending in your body is screaming. That it's been stretched, each little nerve, beyond its breaking point. I'm going to roll a lethality rating for this attack.
Mhm,
Because I rolled a 69,
mhm.
I'm going to take it from 20 up to 30. Do you
So
think
if you
that
roll
seems
under a
fair?
30, I guess. If you roll under a 30, I die.
It's not gonna be fun.
Maltese, you and Magnolia are having this conversation. Do this, do that. The clown reaches out and touches Magnolia on the head, and Magnolia explodes into a cloud of Patsu that falls like rain onto the ground in little puddles. Just like inside the bottle, the liquid rises and falls. It is on the floor and then it recedes and is not. Magnolia is everywhere. And the clown turns around to look at you, covered in oily red magnolia. What do you do?
It's the same liquid as in the container. Like the
By all
same.
accounts, yes.
And the container, I just like dropped it and it's somewhere.
The container is on the ground. It rolled and came to rest within one of those puddles. So you can see that it's the same content. It looks almost identical. So much so that you think that if you didn't want to drink out of the bottle, you could lick it off the ground.
I think Magnolia is going to try just one more time to grab this bottle, this vessel, run, and just try to chug on the go like he's a marathon sprinter, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Roll me an athletics check, first of all, while the clown sees you and tries to come your way.
27 out of 80.
That is one success, but he doesn't reach you. Now roll me a luck check to see if you can time it.
67 out of 50.
You have villain points or hero points too.
I'll use one.
Mm-hmm. It's another failure. You can't get it timed right. And you ran into this big empty room that led to the Hotel Broad Albin, but now it's just this big empty expanse. You can't figure out where that hotel was that you saw a moment ago. But as you search and search, there in the distance, you see another impossible expanse and another ballroom. Just like you did through the floor. Hundreds of masked revelers. And all of them are dressed in black and white, except for one person.
I'm running towards the ballroom. I mean, there's people there. It's a target-rich environment. If Clown Guy's going to be busy, you know,
Mhm.
pastramiing nerve endings.
As you move closer to the ballroom, you see that the one person dressed differently has a long blue dress and a mask that isn't a plain white mask like the others are wearing, but a cat's mask. And the woman in the cat's mask looks over at you. Make me an int times 5 check.
Oh, I wish my boy was smart. 24 to 45.
He is. He is smart. And from the one time you saw her picture on this case, you recognize Abigail Wright. And Abigail extends her hand and waves you in her direction. She's calling you over. But the clown is right behind you. It somehow entered this void, this black space. And it's reaching out to try and touch you.
I think in this situation,
Yeah.
Maltese is gonna like look at that pulsing liquid, look at her, like do his best to just one arm toss it towards her and just lick his forearm of whatever is left of Magnolia.
Whatever Patsu is left.
Yeah, just lick
Even
it
on your
off of
arm,
himself. Yeah.
I'll need a luck roll from you.
Come on.
To time the Magnolia residue.
I got Magnolia sauce. Oh, hero point, please. 29 out of 50.
29 under 50.
I swapped it.
There is a reservoir of Magnolia's essence in your elbow pit. And so you suck it up and you can taste it in your mouth, this decaying ash taste. And the clown is reaching out towards you to touch you. It succeeds. Make me a sanity check. Not for the clown, but for the Patsu.
I just need to channel
Savor
all
it.
the
Breathe it in,
boys'
breathe it in.
energy.
Summon the boys. Think of the Mets.
Come on, boys.
That is a
Oh,
3 under 61,
61.
which is not the kind of success you wanted. You got a hero point?
Of course we have hero points. We got hero points out the wazoo.
Better use it.
I'm gonna use it.
Use it now.
I just want to be crazy. I didn't fumble.
With an 88 over 61, that is a fumble. And this time, you don't know what it is. Maybe you've got an idea. But whatever Magnolia was is enough to make you vanish immediately.
I do one
We
quick
fade
question.
to black.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
One quick question. Did the Pasu container get to that broad in the blue dress? Did that go right?
Good question.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Good question. It was mid-air when it happened. All right. Mayday.
Yes.
And anglerfish. You smell fresh baked cookies. Your eyes are closed, but you smell cookies and your hands feel wood grain beneath your fingers and something else. Something that was applied to it. It's kind of crusty a little, or maybe it's a gouge mark or something like that. You both open your eyes, and you are in a breakfast nook. Not only that, but it's sunny outside, and you are lying in a sunbeam on a wooden floor in a breakfast nook that seems to be devoid of any furniture. And then Maple is next to you on the ground. Maple, you experience the same thing. You can hear cars outside. You hear kids playing. What do you do?
I mean, I'm gonna get up and
Get
kind
up.
of look around.
You're in a house that is, you don't know, maybe mid-20th century, but it doesn't look like anyone's living here. There's no furniture. Make me an alertness check.
That's a bold assumption. I can make that.
Well, you're looking around, you know.
Okay, I made it.
7
7 out of 33.
Under 33. You're looking around, and you don't see any furniture. What you do see is that where the three of you are lying on the floor, there is something that is etched into the wood flooring in this breakfast nook. And it takes you half a second to realize that it is an occult symbol. It's one of those demon summoning circles things. And then the other two stand up, and all three of you within a second notice that in the hallway of this kitchen, there is one of those little pedestal tables, maybe this big, right? And on it, there's a stack of small pieces of paper, like business cards or something. And then Maltese appears. Take it away.
Hey, Bale, you around?
You don't see King Bale or Timothy Bale anywhere.
And Margin?
Margin's there with you.
Okay.
Margin probably comes in from the bathroom, and she's like, have you noticed? I had to go to the bathroom. And you all think like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm tired. You haven't felt this way since you entered the Dorchester house.
Admit, the one good thing about that weird, crazy-ass place, didn't feel the hip pain for a long time. It's back, and that kind of fucking sucks.
Does.
What are we wearing?
You are dressed in the same clothes that you were wearing before you were admitted to the Dorchester house. Maltese, there is a gym bag next to you on the floor.
I look at it and look around the room, half expecting Billy's like scanning,
Richard
looking for
Price.
somebody. But
The gym bag is the one that you brought in with you.
exactly. Okay. I zip it open just a little bit. Anything weird in there?
Everything that you packed.
Hey, Magnolia? Is he covered in that weird stuff or no?
He's not. He is
Okay.
dressed in his street clothes. This would be a great time to hear what Aaron's wearing, but for the time being, let's address the elephant in the room, she says. Magnolia.
Um,
I think that's the first time that Mayday is also realizing that, like, okay, there's still a chance he's gonna pop up next. He's gonna be here soon. Like, everyone's coming
No.
at different intervals, and then realize, like,
he didn't make it. Fucking clown god.
What do you?
And as he shares that news, Mayday and Anglerfish, you've reached your breaking point. And with this massive loss, you either flight, fight, or freeze. I'm going to say that Anglerfish flights. You sort of run, and Anglerfish, your head is clearer than it's ever been. In fact, you regain 5 sanity points. And you're thinking, what am I doing here? How did I get here? Why am I here? Where am I? Lonnie, does Mayday freeze? Or does she swing out violently at one of the others?
I think she sits there for a second, and honestly, like, she looks like she's frozen for a second, and then she, like, probably just bursts into hysterics and just kind of slumps to the floor.
Yeah. Before next season, both of you will get a new condition. We'll talk about that later, but the possibilities are endless. Mayday. Thelma gets 4 sanity points back from having survived. Maltese, as you say, he's gone. You know, it hits you as well. You You regain boxcars. You get 12 sanity points back. But they are hollow and marked with grief. Maple. You reach into your pocket and your smartphone is there. And your second smartphone. You touch your bag and there's your laptop. And you also regain 12 sanity points.
Okay.
There is an occult symbol on the floor. There's that table in the hallway. But all of you are sort of currently processing Magnolia's loss. And everybody can make me a sanity check for this. Just those new points I got you.
So if I had broken twice,
We only count one of them.
damn. Okay.
Okay, that's a lot of successes. You all
Hold
take
on.
1 point of loss at the...
Here's your failure.
Oh, there's a failure. Great. Everyone except... God, your sanity's at 13. As you're out there in the hallway, Anglerfish, you take 2 points of sanity loss. I think you're 1 above your breaking point now, if that's right.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't break. And you look at that table and you realize that there are business cards on it and half sheets with details about this house, like square footage, school districts. And you look at the cards and they say, Patricia McSwain, realtor. And you look at the half sheets, and this house is listed as being in the Codman Square neighborhood of Boston. It's about 5 minutes by foot to the Dorchester house. What do you do next?
I think for her, she is so close to breaking. Like nothing is making sense right now. She needs to read every single word, even if it's the same card over and over again. She's just like picking up one card, putting it down, picking up one card, putting it down, and it's the same Patricia
Remember
over and over
that
again.
for your condition, for your thing next season, we'll work that out. But I think, yes, she just like rereads and rereads and puts up and puts down, repeats and repeats and repeats. What is everyone else doing?
I mean, I'm gonna check my phone to see what day is it.
You look at your phone. It is Friday. It is 7 p.m., about the time that you entered the Dorchester house as the sun was going down.
So
You've
now day is
lost no time. Yeah.
okay. She's going to, pick herself up, straighten her clothes, and start heading out.
Pick up, start brushing off your clothes, and you go to leave. Other folks.
So is that it?
What?
We just done now? You're just gonna walk away?
I've got to go do my report. What? What did you want to do in this situation?
Well, we gotta take care of the whole house still. The whole place is fucked. Did you not notice?
What, you mean the Dorchester? Frankly, the only way I think that we can actually deal with that is the same thing that happened to the other place during Operation Alice.
All right. Well,
Fire.
okay. Well, let's do that.
But what if Magnolia's still inside there?
He's
Hey,
not.
but what if everything we just went through? What if that wasn't? What if they're still in there? We don't. And you're just killing innocent people again, whoever's there, if it's even a real house.
I'm sorry. You're loony and new to me, so back the fuck off of this decision. but that place is fucked, and it killed one of my best friends.
Listen, our job as Delta Green agents is not to save people. All right? At least not a small
Contain.
group of people.
So yeah, like fuck it. They're all in that other place anyway.
I don't even know where we are. I was, okay. I mean, made it abandon. What do you think is best? You can't unilaterally make a decision.
Um, I don't know.
Everyone make me an alertness check.
Nope.
Aaron,
12 over 43.
Aaron and Thelma. You, like the Maltese didn't even make one. Maltese is like, nope, shutting down. Aaron and Thelma. There's music down the hallway in one of the rooms with the closed doors. Something like a bell or wind chimes.
Does anyone else see? Okay. Well, I mean, make your decision. What? Do you hear that?
When she points it out, anyone else, you would be able to hear it as well.
Yeah, you mean those chimes?
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's street sounds outside too. And chimes. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm about fucking done with fucking chimes. I bring out the irons and I'm going towards wherever the fucking chimes are.
You march down the hall. It's on the room on your left. Open
Yeah,
the
I
door. And
kick it if I can.
it is like a barren room. It's obviously been staged. It's clean. It has a few wall hangings that they got from Bed Bath and Beyond. There are like a couple big pictures, and then there's a mirror. And in the mirror from the doorway, you can see it reflecting the wall next to you, and you see a tiny clockwork child making these tinkling noises like a music box or a wind-up toy.
I turn to see if it's right there.
It's not. But where it was, there's a piece of paper.
Pick it up. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
This paper is a standard letter-sized paper. It's been folded accordion-like into 3 sections. But as you pick it up, the first thing that you notice is that the stationery is from a Hotel Broadalbin. And below that, on the other side, written vertically, there is a long paragraph, almost stanza, of handwritten words. And they say the following. Find J.C. Linz at the Hotel Broadalbin. Go now. Find the hotel, the labyrinth, the author, his bottle, the city, the lake, its shadow, the battle, then the party, the dance, the girl in blue, the one singing, nothing is true, except out is through. Love and kisses, Abby. At that moment, Maple, you get an alert on your phone. You take it and you open it up, You look, and it is a citywide alert. This alert gives the details for your car. It also gives the details for Maltese's truck, even though it's crashed. And Mayday, you had a car as well, yes?
It was a rental.
Got it. It still lists that one. And it's asking people to keep an eye out for these vehicles and look out for 6 suspicious people who are recent escapees from a mental hospital. And that's where we're going to end this season of Impossible Landscapes.
God damn it.
We gotta wait 2 months now?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. First of all, can we get Colin back because I miss him and I feel bad for
I miss
making his
Colin.
character die because I love him so much. And my biggest fear is that I would kill Colin's character and then Colin would never want to play games with me again. And then I started to cry on the inside. But he's back. How we doing, cast?
You turned
I'm
my
interested.
friend into paper.
The second that the second that Colin took the Magnolia glasses off,
Mm-hmm.
lost it.
Oh. Okay.
It was pretty emotional. I love Magnolia. And like the only
love the-
comfort I can give around this is that what is death? You might see Magnolia again. Questions, do you want to? What will he be like? You know? I think we gotta. I mean, Colin, you've been processing. Can we start with you and pick your brain about how you're
Sure.
feeling and all this other stuff?
I am so sad. I didn't Magnolia at the start of the season I wrote 4 different characters and then asked the cast what they thought about different pitches I had, and Magnolia wasn't even my first choice. Like I had written other. I still remember some of the code names. It was like Agent Maestro. Um, I can't remember the other. There was they were all really weird, and Magnolia was the most. I guess it's gonna sound mean to myself, but like the most basic one. It's like we're gonna have a character that's a fucked
Mhm.
up soldier with a tragic backstory. Like, no one's ever done that before. Um,
But places like
and
that give you more room to breathe.
yeah, and also when you know the tropes, you can kind of purposely fuck with them a little bit,
Yeah.
which is what I did with him a lot. I would purposely do weird shit with him that went against the grain, but like he wasn't even my first choice. And so when I ended up playing him, I was like, I'm gonna have to make this fun for myself, and it's a very different type of character than I normally do. And I just didn't expect to love him the way that I do. I didn't expect to care about him as much as I came to care about him. And there were just these things that came out of Magnolia, of Bradley, that were a surprise to me in some ways. The fact that like him and Maltese genuinely are friends was not something that I ever actually planned on, but it actually happened.
Yeah.
Or the kind of caring way he tried to take care of Mayday.
That relationship between those two characters was like a highlight of this entire season for me.
It surprised me. It was not something I planned. It just
He
these
gave me
things developed.
my code name.
I did give you your code name.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, really, Turk did behind the scenes. I just used it, but um, yeah, there's just like things about him that surprised me, and he continually surprised me, and so like how surprising the final Magnolia twist is that him being dead makes me sad. I never
That's
would have
exactly right. Yeah.
thought that. I never would have thought that.
How
Yeah.
dare your own creation betray you?
Yeah,
Like
bastard.
this. What is this? Victor Frankenstein's monster?
Well, it's interesting because I thought, something tangent, but I saw a thing the other day that was like intelligence. Intelligence is knowing that Frankenstein is not the monster. Wisdom is
Right.
knowing that Frankenstein is the monster. Um, and you're the monster, Doc. Because the
Well,
I posit
oh,
society
so
is the monster.
I would say that too.
I thought that one way that Magnolia could have gone right is like a classic. It's again a trope of like the psychopath in the party who has a face turn and then like dies a heroic death protecting someone, and like that almost happened with him a couple times.
But that's such a
And
heavily done trope.
it is. And what's funny with him is that he tried to do that a few times and failed, actually. Like, he tried to go down into Blaze of Glory and it didn't work. And then, even at the end, I was doing things in that final confrontation with the clown to try to protect other members of the party. And they
you
didn't really
succeeded.
work. Sort of.
Yes, it
Sort
did.
of.
I mean, you
fought the
bought
turn.
time by distracting it, right? You tried to attack
Yeah.
it, you're testing it, you were generating other Patsu. All of those things were the reason the other 5 lived. 6 if you count
Okay,
Bill.
that's fair. What's funny, though, is that in the end, he didn't, like, his death, it just kind of happened. It's just, it happened in the way that death happens to you in the real life, which in the real world, which is that one day it just happens.
Yeah.
Just one day you just fucking die.
One day
And
you explode into a cloud of oily magic fluid.
we all must go that way at some point.
Everyone. So it says in the Bible.
But Mag was a guy who had been living on borrowed time for like years. So like for him to go out that way almost made a weird kind of sense. But yeah, I mean, the minute I realized he was dead, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna miss him like a lot.
Yeah.
And I did, Lonnie, you clocked me. I did like totally consciously like remove and put away my glasses, and I was like, fare thee well, Bradley. So
I feel like you did it when other people were talking, and I know that you weren't like sitting there active. Like, I don't know if you knew that people were gonna be seeing it, but I like just happened to look up at the time where all of a sudden it was like slow mo.
And it was also just like kind of around the same time that Mayday was starting to break down a little bit. You know, like in real time, back in the real world or whatever, because she did the same. Here's what I'd like to do here, real quick. Colin,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a moment too, because this is heavy stuff. You know,
Yeah.
healing. Let me say, and this might be obvious, but the fuel that his death gave that final scene, like we can't sleep on this final scene, right? Where Anglerfish is panicking, right? Where her insanity catches up to her. Mayday lost this person she's so incredibly close to and didn't expect to. And on top of all the other shit that she has to deal with now, Maple tries to leave because that's what Maple does.
Mm.
That's what Maple does to the people that
Gotta
she
get back to work.
loves.
Mm.
And so she's got to get back to work. But Maltese is the one who's like, this is crazy. What the fuck do we do? And all of that was, mortality. Like,
I think we
You
got
know?
4 out of the 5 stages of grief
I think you're right.
Pretty-
personified.
Mhm.
It was pretty
Just
amazing
about.
and terrific roleplay. That's my moment for everyone here for this week, is that last scene, including Colin.
I don't want to. I'm not Magnolia anymore,
What?
and I'm not gonna be Magnolia ever again. And I'm sad, so I don't want to be Colin anymore. So
Mhm.
you're just stuck with Jeff. I don't know how I got here or who I am. I don't know.
In
Do I
between
cease
Jeff.
to exist when he puts the? I don't. I came from nothing, and from nothingness I will return. What is
Let me say
happening?
this. I highly
Yeah.
encourage everyone to turn in next season to see Colin's new character, Liminal Jeff.
Which one? Which one's Colin? Is he the which glass?
He's
Help
the
me
tinted
out.
glasses. He's the one with the tinted glasses.
Oh yeah, he's really hot.
Yeah.
Okay,
And Jeff has a crush on Colin. What a twist.
Can I stream Can Jeff just stream next
I'm
season?
on,
And
I'm
I'll
on Twitch at Jeff.
yeah, check me out on all the socials. I'm at Jeff, at Liminal Jeff.
My name is yeah.
I'm gonna see if Liminal Jeff is taken on Twitter. Hold on.
I'm gonna give Colin a second, but I want to go through. Everyone, just give me a highlight of the season. How you're feeling? If you're mad at me because I have people pleasing issues. And what else you've got going on? Whatever you want to share. We'll start with Turk because Turk was last. Turk, thank you for the blessing of Maltese. This delicious himbo who is going on such an emotional journey right now.
He's gonna burn down an insane house.
He might. But he's beautiful. And you gave us, well, you didn't give us Sunday sauce, but you introduced Sunday sauce into the lexicon of this show. You know, the boys,
yeah.
Person City.
whacking time.
It was. I didn't say whacking time. I didn't get a
whacking
chance
time.
to whack.
You didn't. Hey, but guess what? Next season,
You had one job.
he'll be back.
I
I
had
hope.
one job. I'm sorry. You trusted me, and I failed you. Absolutely. But yeah, maybe I can get some other whacking. I should have said it's whacking time, you little bitch, as I tried to turn around and hit that dome. But
Hindsight.
That was your moment.
hindsight, that was the moment. But I think he was anyway. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really liked playing Michael. I liked being the fucking brick wall. That's always very fun and very like objective focused character. But it is also very nice being like the, well, of course we got to get everybody out of here. Like
Mhm.
I understand our job
the
isn't to
savior.
save people, but like it's on the list. And so that was fun to
It's
play
so
around
good.
with. Yeah, my only regret is my poor scheduling, and I couldn't be here for more sessions. I know I'm working on that, so hopefully next season.
When I made this noise, it was a raspberry. It wasn't at your scheduling, it was at your apology, because we love you and we all understand when stuff like that happens.
No, but yeah, no, this season was great, not just for the expansions to our group in all ways, but like
Mhm.
I think everyone, we're all getting the flow, and it's all terrifying all the time. And it's weird, and it's distinctly good weird. And I think
It's a weird chapter because it's very investigate, move slow, run from a clown.
But it's a fun
And
run from
it's
a clown.
whiplash. Like it's
Yeah. It was like quiet until it was very loud, and I thought that was great. But
that lethality touch on the clown.
lethality rolls in general are just so scary.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I told you I gave him a +10 on that last roll on Magnolia. I rolled a 19, and I was like, Anyway, next season I'll roll some more, and I can't wait for Maltese to get his plan in motion. Thank you, Turk. Thank you for the mustache, and thank you for the calendar.
Of course.
Let's jump over to Sam. Sam,
Okay, important question.
you came off the bench. Yeah.
Important question.
Yeah.
Are the bugs in my pocket?
Did you have the bugs when you were admitted? Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
They're in there.
Got my
Snack
bugs.
time.
Okay.
Snacks.
That's all I
Give
need to
us
know.
visions of Charcosa. You fragile little bean. You came off the bench, and not you, Sam, but she is Anglerfish, the fragile little bean, and you came off the bench, and it was amazing, and it was so great having her here as the crazy one. And how long into season 3 do you think she'll last?
Not long. I want to do the murder the party. No, just kidding. But no, I'm sad that I wish Liv could have been here, but I'm glad that I was able to join you guys. So,
and I'm so glad you did, and I would have had both of you. This is just what we would have done.
I don't know. We just more places
just
on
get
here.
Bigger screens. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hoop can make it happen.
Hoop would say, "I can't do that," and I would say, "Do it, Hoop.
Try harder."
And he would say, "Harder." Harder. There it is. Thank you, King in Yellow. Sam, do you have anything you want to tell us about that you've got going? Chirk, I'll get back to you. I forgot to ask you that too, but
No worries.
shows and stuff. Any-
No, I'm just chilling. I'm a little bean. I have a website. I review indie TTRPGs, but mostly I just like following all you cool people around and like trying to squeeze in at places. So
Excellent. Thank you. You can squeeze in here anytime. And also, I mean, I think we all want anglerfish next season. So she'll be manglerfish.
Mhm.
That's what I think. You're part of the team. Let's keep going down. Lonnie, I'm so glad Mayday survived because
Me
I love
too.
Mayday and where she's going. I feel so bad for her at the same time, but she does have the briefcase back, if that helps.
But she doesn't have the silencer.
Oh no, it's true. Where, like, and what will you do? It's not like you can just walk up to it into a store and buy one.
Not the same.
It's a sentimental silencer. Um,
Exactly.
Mayday
Which
was
is
such a great addition to the team this season, and just the same as Anglerfish, like, and Maple, and everyone, just like to see what happens next because season 3, for those who want to come back and tune back in, starts in like now. Like, there's no time jump, and we just keep moving and figure out what to do.
wow. Well,
So Mayday has to come right out of the gate with
Yeah.
a new mental disorder.
so I will say that I have an idea, and I
Ooh,
think
yeah.
that
Were you looking in the book?
no, well, just not actually like based off of
Mhm.
anything, but like
Yes.
concept wise. Um, considering Magnolia never got to 100, but he was there to see her first,
Mhm.
she might develop some rage issues of some kind.
Is she going to inherit some of his anger?
We'll see.
I kind of love that.
I think she's gonna go from I want to save all the good guys to I want to get rid of all
Fix.
the bad guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I
Um,
kind of adore that. Okay, great. I love it. I love it. Keep going with that. See what happens. Lonnie, do you have anything else coming up? We had a lot of fun
no,
playing Relay Watch.
Relay Watch was so fun for anyone who missed it. The ending,
So good.
Dagon came out of the water, and
Mhm.
they decided that they were going to like throw literally like jump a
Mhm.
chromed out van into Dagon
Mhm.
while one of them was holding a boombox over their head
And
playing
also Princess
music,
Biscuit's
and
demigod
Princess Biscuit
was there.
Swamp
Summoned the
Queen, summoned the Swamp Queen for this. Like
Mhm.
I literally could not have imagined anything better.
So dumb. I loved every
It
second.
was
You should
amazing,
all
and it was
watch.
it was also an honor to have you as a player.
Oh, shush. You did a great job. I know that GMing is something you're trying to do more, and it was so great. It was so good.
Thank
And
you.
everyone who played had a blast. You should all go and watch this. What's next? Do you have anything? Nothing?
I
Yes?
actually will say that I think this is the last thing that I have, probably at least for November, but potentially the year. Just kind of
Mm.
give myself a break, make sure, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I love that.
I
Yeah.
would like to have all of us play a game just in the off season, like just a one
Yes.
shot or
A
something. So
fun
if we can get
game
that together,
without exploding people and yeah.
you know what? If I need to run goblin errands, I will run goblin errands.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we
Okay,
will do
done.
that if scheduling wise and everything allows. So
I'd love that.
um I
Great.
have
That's what you've got
perspective
next.
plans. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
perspective plans. Just have
To run
to
goblin errands for M-Cell.
exactly.
And all of their names start with M. Um, thank you. Jana,
Thank you.
Hi.
Cyberella. Um,
How did I get out of there?
Maple just went right back to we got to write the report. and I already know what season 3 is gonna be. um, but how did she get out of there? Luck. A lot of it was luck, insanity.
I mean, like mechanically wise, right? Everyone else popped back after they failed a sanity. I didn't fail my sanity, and yet I got dragged back. So I was trying to lie to,
Mhm,
Magnolia so he would take it.
mhm.
So
You guys force feeding each other Pat Zoo.
there was a lot of that.
Dysfunctional little babies.
Just like drink your fucking medicine.
Drink your medicine, take your milk. Jen, do you have anything
Medicine.
else coming up? Stuff in the works?
No,
Okay.
no. I mean,
If
I
people,
might show up for Last Caravan. I might be showing up in December for some
okay.
of those one shots.
I
So
applied
we'll see.
too, so yeah, maybe we'll play together.
We'll see.
Something like that.
Other than that,
Yeah. Speaking of Lost Caravan one shots, and also where you can see some of the art that Jana does during stream, you can go to the Discord. If we have a Discord invite anywhere, you can just join the Discord if you're not a member already. But the art is fantastic, and I'm going to go look at some now. I can't look at it during stream or I'll laugh. Colin, you're one of my favorite people, and I love playing games with you. And we've talked about this before. We sometimes we just end shows with me and Colin just hyping each other up. But thank you for Magnolia and that complex, simple but complex person that he was.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. What do you have going next? And when are you going to run a game for me?
Those could be the same thing.
Yeah.
You could potentially answer that with one. I don't have anything going on next. I don't do that much, Justin. But I do. We have an off season obviously coming up here,
Yes.
and so
And you have
know,
some
'cause
daytime hours free, and I have some daytime hours free.
yeah, I'm like about to quit my job, so like yeah, I got to. So like if you say it on stream, you have to do it. So
Right.
Hoop, you
I'm
have to
going to
let me
find a
run
job that
the
is
games.
fulfilling, sustainable, and wants to hire me.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't it annoying you can usually you can pick 2 out of those? But
Yeah.
yeah.
I want a
Um
3.
that'd be great, yeah. But no, I want to run something on Lost Caravan. I haven't ran a game in so long. And that used to be all
Yeah.
that I did all
You
the
did.
time. And
And you were great
I
at it. And you
Yeah,
did
you
too
were.
much.
I did probably too much. Yeah, I burnt out pretty good. But
But
I want
I
to
know
do
a guy
more
at Lost
wrestling.
Caravan if you want to run something.
Hoop, let me run games on your
Oh, not
channel.
Hoop. Hoop doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. We'll talk to Elsie or something.
Yeah, that's right.
You literally have 2 mods with you right now.
Yeah, I know. But that's like cheating because you guys are like in the game with me here. Also, I want to play games with you too.
Yeah, the good impression that you make on people is cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So
cheating by constantly. I keep cheating by the fact that I'm like, hey, I'll draw in the game.
That's bribing. It's different.
it's
It's
bribery.
cheating.
Now, Jana, you would be on the show whether or not you drew stuff from the game. It's just icing on the cake. The
It's
Jana
good
cake. Yeah, I'm talking about that cake. I see you.
My cake could be banana flavored.
I love bananas.
It goes with Jana banana. Also yellow, because King of Yellow.
There you go.
Hey,
Banana cake.
Turk
Hey,
is
yeah.
repping over there with his King and Yellow. Is your shirt there?
Hey, chat viewers, thank you so much for sticking with us. Some folks in the Lost Caravan community and elsewhere have been so good and loyal coming to the show. I know, for example, Cass, Yoda Almighty, burned a lot of hours trying to catch up before this, and she did. So we're so glad about that and glad you could be here. Everybody else, we appreciate you just as much, and we hope you'll be back. I am guessing sometime in January we'll start season 3 on the move. And in case you're curious, the title of chapter 2, the one we just finished, is A Volume of Secret Faces. The title of chapter 3 is Like a Map Made Out of Skin.
Love
So we'll
that.
do that. I assume we're going to do a raid. It's a big assumption, I know. But if you stick around, we'll raid someone. and we will tell them hi. I know we got a couple raids during the show. I was so focused I didn't see it. Thank you so much, raiders, everyone who came in. Everybody else, stick around, and we'll see you in January for Skin Map.
Skin map time, everybody.
Yum.